Hello, internet friends, and welcome to Quests and Cthulhu. Let's just start right off. Amy is doing important Amy things and will not be with us today, but we are joined by my incomparable wife. Alondra, thank you so much for joining us. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Thank you so much for having me. I am excited to ruin everyone's life. To play some Down Darker Trails with you guys.
And thank you for naming your character after my favorite otter.
Oh, you're welcome. I knew you would appreciate it.
No, Emmett Otter, never. Oh,
yes,
Veronica Emmett.
Worst.
yeah, otter. No,
I've learned to just ignore the puns, Nick. You just have to
cut too deep.
Power through. Just a few quick announcements, as always. Most importantly, Birds of Paradise, the official dice of the Great Dane Society. Julie just got her Birds of Paradise, so she is rolling a new set. What are you rolling tonight, Julie?
I've got all
The
my
magpies,
10s.
nice.
Look at magpies and the purple runes. So I got
Yeah. You got the verbs.
I, of course, stick with the Saguaros. Those
Yeah,
are
I even
mine.
made a song. I'll have to sing it later. Well, I had to cross over from my bard from my bard to my
You talk about singing in Nick Fleas.
I know. What's with that?
But can it be accompanied with the harmonica?
Of course it is. It's a
Okay.
country song.
Thank you. Just checking.
Wow. This is I think this is now a threat.
Everybody's
Everybody's
taking-
leaving.
I'll sing now then.
This is exciting.
I'm not going to be here the whole time, guys. You only have to put up with me for like a couple of weeks.
We're-
I promise.
I
There's none of that putting up with nonsense, Landra.
I have always wanted to do like a French drawing room comedy RPG where just everybody's getting up and running and going through doors and stuff. Some Moliere, bring some Moliere out to this.
Ooh, there you go.
I mean, that's very Noises Off. It was just one of the first plays that I experienced in live theater.
Yeah, Noises Off is like the
It's the shadow cousin of the much better plays, but yes.
The shadow cousin. I love it.
So yeah, Birds of Paradise, we love them. Our friends at Nord Games. Oh, you can use a code at the Birds of Paradise website, which is birdsofparadise.tz, I think. And you can get some money. I think it's 20% off of your Birds of Paradise order. So that's
15, I believe.
15%. Sure. It's more than you deserve, is really what we're saying. So, take it and like it. Thank you, Andrea, for all you do for Quests and Chaos and for everybody who loves dice. Kickstarter stuff is going out. If you got the Cardinals, you're going to be waiting a little while, but everybody else, you're getting your dice. Our friends at Nord Games, they make D&D stuff that you can play 5th edition without giving wizards money, which really should be everyone's goal. And we have a code with them. You go to their website, probably, I think it's, what is it? Like, they've got it's like Nord Games 3 or something.
NordGamesLLC.com/3.html.
/3.
I've heard James butcher it enough times that I've memorized it.
Ridiculous.
It's not his fault. It's really long.
Do not, I implore you, do not go to NordGamesLLC.com/2. You will not like what you see.
No, you'll probably benefit like Total Party Chill. And really, who wants that?
Oh, I see. That's what. All right. Now I understand.
Like Total Party Chill, we like benefiting them. We want to benefit ourselves more.
Yeah.
Well,
Benefiting them is fine, but not if it means not benefiting us. So Nord Games, go there, do stuff that we Thomas and I think Tiana wrote for a book in there, and so
I didn't. Thomas and Bo, and I believe
and
League also had a contribution in there.
Duke's
Aren't you
League.
involved in everything?
No,
yeah,
not
I
everything.
just assumed.
Yeah.
I just assumed Tiana was in it.
Yeah.
We have a full week of fake televised entertainment for you. Some of it's even good, so that's exciting. Monday, we are back with Swords and Sages. Tiana running a increase. Really, so the point of that game is just to like figure out when Laura's gonna snap. Because it's gonna have like poor Laura is not, she doesn't deserve it. But so Monday, Swords and Sages. Then Tuesday, what would you say if I said the Chaos Agents are coming back?
You dirty liar.
Well, all right, that's pretty much true.
Yeah.
This is the classic bait and switch, because Tuesday, people that look like the Chaos Agents, some of them, will be playing a game, but not D&D. They will be doing a special one-shot of I wrote it down, but now the Carbon Gray RPG, which is on Kickstarter now, will be on Kickstarter soon.
It is on Kickstarter now. It is funded, and then it has 12 days to go.
There you go. So the Chaos Agents Gross Doppelgangers will be running Carbon Gray, and that's Tuesday. Then Wednesday, the redacted reports will be dropping something.
It'll be the audio version of the talkback episode that is live on Twitch and on YouTube right now. So it'll be the audio version for people who aren't able to watch the video for whatever reason.
It was
Definitely watch the YouTube.
I watched a little bit of the talkback, and my big takeaway was that if I listen to the redacted reports, I feel like I'm listening to like Cthulhu public radio, because everyone talks very calmly all the time. And the talkback, people got excited, and I was like, are these the same people? Because
Yeah, they sounded so different.
because everyone didn't say, I just rolled a 33. I think that's a critical. So that's Wednesday. And then also Wednesday, shameless self-promotion, a new episode of my GMing podcast will go up on YouTube. Super excited. I talked D&D. Yes, I talked D&D and other things with B. Dave Walters, who, if you don't know who he is, you should be following him. He's a great voice for making gaming more inclusive and for bringing everybody to the table. He loves D&D. He also loves vampire, so we talk some about vampire. And we also talk a lot about Into the Motherlands, because he is actually going to be helping to write the game system that the Kickstarter created. So they're currently messing around with that. We talk a little bit about that. Very exciting. And then Saturday, we're back for more Call of Cthulhu, as always. I think that's it for announcements. Thomas, do you want to do some math?
Yes, I will attempt to do some math. We start off with the tried and true Slightly Tom with 1,000 bits, 500 because it is the Ezra Needs Bits Fund. So that's one inspiration for you. I need to actually do.
Ezra needs water cooler.
You know, handling all of the stuff here at the studio, it's too much.
It's
doing the math and holding the bits. I don't know.
Just the worst.
That's a two-person.
Two-person job for sure.
We're realizing now again what a difference Amy makes in everything we do. Was that one of the ones that had something rude written on it?
No, it was not. This one says Remy stop.
Sounds right.
I believe that's the name of his fragrance.
Yes.
So did Slithy give any to the players?
Yes, indeed. 500 bits to the players,
Okay.
so they can keep their luck and sanity.
That would be funny if he gave 500 to the keeper and then just 500 to me.
We then have Forza Flory, 500 bits for Ezra. This is to make sacrifices to the elder gods for good luck on their bar exam. So good luck on that bar exam. The world needs more lawyers. So
fingers crossed.
I don't know. I always just immediately think of the Shakespeare phrase.
If you're in the Bay Area and you need help networking with attorneys, give me a holler, because I run a small bar association. So I might know a few people.
Oh, that kind of bar. I thought it was.
Yeah. He's hoping he can pass a bar without going in.
Yeah.
Is that the bar exam?
That's the bar exam. Yes.
That's what legal conferences look like. That's
right. I'm not done. We then have Duke League with 1,000 bits to avoid that San loss
Yeah.
to the players.
That
So
is
that is 3 to the
Yay.
players, 2 to Ezra, and after I have started writing things down, we have Tamago Tora with 500 bits to burn the Dreamlands. I'm guessing that's to the players.
Oh, that's to us.
But
That
Amy's
sounds
not-
conditional. I could set them on fire.
Amy's not here. How is this gonna?
Yeah.
That's all right.
Oh.
We have a new agent of chaos around.
I don't do fire.
Are we starting the Warhammer game early?
Yeah. Thank you all so much for the bits, for your likes and your subscribes. If you haven't subscribe on YouTube, subscribe here on Twitch, all that stuff. I think Amazon subscription should be coming up again soon. So flow us some of that Amazon Prime subscription. You can hook us up there. I think that's it. Oh yeah.
I do have one more thing. I do want to thank Tamago Tora because Tamago Tora is one of the only people to consistently like our tweets. So, I mean,
it's a little thing, but it makes us feel loved. We are empty inside, and just you pushing that little thumbs up thing for just a brief moment, we feel alive. We feel something. And
especially when I think it's a fantastic tweet and like 3 people like it, but I can count on one of them.
Apparently not me. Well, yeah, thank you actually for all the ways that you connect with us and the ways that you connect with the folks playing these great games. Chief among them, our Discord. Our Discord is fantastic. It is a great place to talk gaming. You can, I just had a little conversation with somebody in the GM channel about how a session 0 might look different for a play-by-text game, and how sort of preparing for a play-by-text game is different. There's all sorts of great stuff on there. Our community is ridiculous. I know, look, everybody says that their Discord is fantastic, but we mean it. That's,
yeah, I should point out that Titan Media Collective, they think our Discord is great.
Wow. Our corporate overlords have given us that they don't say that about everybody. I'll tell you.
But do they like your tweets?
Come on, Titan Media Collective.
Come through for us.
Boost that engagement.
No half. We don't want half engagement. We want all engagement. Well, we are already alarmingly off the rails.
Yes. Thank you, Tactical Bacon, because we've got bacon bits coming your way.
Bits.
That's right.
We have instead of an inspiration card, we have a inspiration token heading to Ezra.
Ooh.
So you can have some tactical bacon bits.
Wow. All right. I will make
Tactical
sure.
bacon
you know
bit
what?
is both better and worse than bacon bits.
By tradition, I do not use inspiration, but I am circling the bacon bit because I will be using that bacon bit for sure. Even if it's just on a salad. All right. I think
There's gonna be salads in the Dreamland.
but they taste like bacon. That's the beauty of
true
bacon.
horror shows up in the Dreamland. So yeah, salads will be there.
But it's all ambrosia salad. That's the problem.
I am from the Midwest. It could be.
There you go. Friends, follow us down darker trails. Welcome back, friends. Boys, the during the break conversation. It's
I'm
always
disgusted. I'm disgusted with you, Thomas.
We should record that, and like we should not do an after show. We should just thread the between the before after break stuff together and make that our after show. Then we could go to bed earlier.
This is why we back up everything through Zencaster so that it keeps rolling during all the downtime.
Not a sponsor.
Yet.
True.
So last time, you all headed back to Salt Lake, and you had a mission from the Mormons to go and check out what happened to the town of, I want to say Drummond, but I don't know if that's right. I wrote it down somewhere. You went to a town, you were going to go to a town in Utah, I think it was Drummond, to find out why it had disappeared. You also, I think, briefly went and told checked in with the ghouls about wait, did you go check in with the ghouls?
No,
No, you have not checked in with the ghouls.
we did
Yeah,
not
yeah,
want to
yeah, that's
lead
right.
the Fishbergs to them.
The Fishbergs were around, and we
Yeah,
didn't want
That's
to-
right. Okay. Well, I'm just going to file that away. And you headed to Drummond, and you were on the site when you became aware of a native who told you his name was Shaman. And Shaman, you asked what happened to the people of Drummond, and Shaman told you that they had gone away, and he could take you where they were. And so you proceeded to drink a horrible potion that he gave you, and you all awoke along with Shaman in the Dreamlands, and you wrote Bullard. That's right, it's Bullard, Utah. Thank you, Julie. See, GMs, don't keep track of stuff. Just make your players do it. That's all. So you traveled. The shaman was going to take you to a seer in the Dreamlands, and you traveled a great length on tigers, coolly, and you ended up in front of a hut with on chicken legs that was in front of you, and that's where we will pick up. And let's actually start by way of introduction. Veronica, it is what is it, 1993, did you say?
95, I believe you
95.
said.
It is 1995, and you are in describe your awesome vehicle.
Oh, this Winnebago is top of the line, baby. It took me months of scrapping together from odd jobs, and I had to pull a trade with my buddy Dave, but he wanted those old motorcycle parts and I needed a new ride. So it's a pretty sweet deal. The mattress is only partially ripped in this one, which is great. It's a slightly older model, of course. I can't afford new. Maybe if I'd finished college, I would be able to, but no. But yeah, it's been serving me well. I've had it for about 6 months, and I've been making my way across the Great Plains, following with the rest of the group.
And that on that fateful day, you were on your you saw on your slow.
It was the ham radio first.
That's right, the ham radio, and then you went to your incredibly old AOL, well, not incredibly old net, but your top of the line satellite AOL connection, and you found a huge storm cell that was just north of Norman, Oklahoma, and you took off for Norman. You wanted to be the first one to get there, and you were the first one to get there, and it was the largest storm you've ever seen, and you blacked out in the middle of this storm, and you woke up in some sort of crazy land, and your Winnebago was now a hut with chicken legs on it that would go where you told it to. It still had a steering wheel and everything. But in the center of the room was a crystal ball that still had that AOL connection to it. And so for what seemed for time, you have no concept of time anymore. And you have survived in the Dreamlands by answering people's questions. They will come to you and they will ask you a question, and you ask the crystal ball, and after some horrible noises, you find an answer and you give it to them, and they bring you food, they bring you clothes, they bring you all the things you need to live. And honestly, this is kind of become a really good life that you appreciate, and you are disturbingly undisturbed by the fact that fish have come and asked you things. Cats, a lot of cats have come to ask you things. And
where are the fish? And the fish come and ask, how do we stay away from the cats?
Yeah. Well, actually, everyone wants to stay away from the cats because the kingdom of Ulthuan, which is the cat lands, are notoriously warlike. But for the last brief time, people have come to you and they keep asking things like, where can we find the child? Where is the crusade? And directional questions are hard for you, so you kind of just,
It's just like when I used to read tarot for the cheerleaders back in high school. You just make up something that sounds about right. Everyone seems to go with it. Cold read,
go.
It's fine.
There you go. And so it's another day for you. And all of a sudden, you hear people outside.
As is tradition, I go over to the window, I grab my shotgun, and I peek through to see if it's those goddamn pesky children again.
It is not those pesky children, but it seems like it is, it is not people you've seen before, except for Shaman. You've seen Shaman before. He has come to ask you questions. He's a weird one,
Everyone is around here.
He has a very archaic kind of way about him. These folks seem to be dressed like cowboys.
Well, that's new. I will crack the door open and just kind of poke my head out slightly.
So for the rest of you, the door to the hut opens. And actually, before the door to the hut opens, you are all standing there. Ramsey and Susanna, you are there as well, and you don't know how.
Just turn around and we're there.
Yep.
Okay.
What?
Just
and as you both appear,
Dang.
Shaman looks around a little confused, and Abe goes, no, a couple more minutes. And all of a sudden, Abe wavers, and then Abe disappears. And Shaman says, no! And then Shaman disappears.
Well, there goes our money and our ride.
What? What?
Where have you been? You went in the forest.
Yeah, with those darn children.
We've been in the forest and surrounded by a bunch of ghosty kids who say that they're the wind. Where are we now?
Well, we just got off our tigers and we're at the chicken hut.
You
Got off your what?
Your what?
There are 5 tigers docilely sitting there.
Oh, no horses. The horses turned into tigers.
No, because Shaman had one.
Yeah, but that's.
Oh, you're right. Only
Gave
4.
me-
Yeah, you're right. Only 4. Although Shaman was kind of the one who told the tigers what to do, so you're not sure about.
Well,
Yeah.
like you
Okay.
said.
But we've got our weapons, so we're good. So what are we doing here?
And as you say, so Veronica, that's when you open the door. When you hear this cowboy go, "We got our guns."
Oh, open the door and you just hear the shh. Yeah, what kind of guns?
I dive behind a tiger.
long range ones.
Oh, so we're even.
Mm.
Yeah, pretty much.
Chicken
Do I
lady.
see- hold on. Do I see that Veronica has a shotgun? Because I have a history with shotguns, and I know it's not long range.
You don't see a shotgun. You hear the rack of the shotgun,
I hear.
and
I
you
recognize.
see the door crack open.
Yeah, we know the sound of a shotgun. We hear
Right.
those.
Right. We know the sound of a shotgun.
Yeah, they're probably more familiar to it than most of our modern day people.
Yeah.
So you you see these weirdos are out there with guns. Are you like hiding, or what are you doing, Veronica?
I was peeking out because I was gonna ask Shaman what was up, but now I see that there's a different combination of people here than when I peeked out the window a minute ago. So now I'm just assessing. I'm just doing the head count.
Elias, what is going on?
Jared, Abe, and I took some drugs. Tea, he called it tea, but obviously drugs.
Tea.
And then we rode our tigers here.
And that guy just disappeared, and Abe just disappeared.
Yeah, I believe they didn't disappear they went to sleep in the tent. So we're dreaming right now.
Well, it has something to do with these two showing up.
Yeah, because Jonesy and I, as far as I know, we ain't sleeping. We're in those fucking woods.
I mean, what is sleep anyway? Y'all just gonna stay in there talking, or you want to like ask your question and get out?
What?
Are you still pointing a shotgun at us? Because that's going to influence my answer real sudden like.
Yeah, my question too.
We'll open the door and step in, and the shotgun is just like butt on the hip and like just rested.
All of you make me if you have the shotgun skill, you can make that. Otherwise, make me a firearms roll.
Oh,
And that is.
Hold on, I need a character sheet.
Do you really though? Just make it up.
I got a not 5, so critical success.
All right.
Geez.
Anybody who made the roll, there's that gun is super fancy.
Ooh.
Look at like.
Hey.
I mean, fancy schmancy. It's as long as it doesn't fall apart. Shotgun's a shotgun.
Yeah, no, it'll hurt. So okay, wait, Elias, why were we here? We were supposed to talk to this person? What is going on?
So Shaman said the only way to save you two from the children is to come here, which is in our dreams.
Well,
last I know, I was getting blown around. So maybe I'm knocked out.
no, we were walking after that.
Oh yeah, no, we were just walking.
And I think we're supposed to go up there, and that person is why we came here. I don't really know. I think we all just started slamming the tea and like, okay, we'll follow you along.
So Jared, you slammed the tea too?
Yeah.
You're not a big tea guy, are you?
I mean, I guess
Yeah,
the real. I guess the real question is, can you dream if you don't have a soul? And I guess the answer is yeah.
Oof.
All right. Well, there we go.
Sounds like y'all got some stuff to work out amongst yourselves.
Ma'am, that has been true since day one. And I'm gonna walk up toward the door.
Yeah. No.
I
So
mean,
Elias, let's go.
We came here. We came here to get these two. So do we just go back?
I don't think they're here. I don't think we're here. I don't think here exists.
Right. If this is some kind of dream, if we go back, are we going back into that forest?
Right. Okay. Maybe.
But if
this
you're on a
person-
tiger, maybe the tiger goes in the forest too, and tiger eats kids.
Oh, then
Which-
yeah.
Which forest did y'all come from? The one with the pint-sized freaks and the wind?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Tracks.
This
Oh, you
person
know-
sounds like they've got information. Let's.
Yeah. Let's talk.
Does your chicken lower? How do we get up there?
Yeah. Hang on a second. I will go over and kick the gear shift, which is how I have figured out raises and lowers. I don't know why, but if I kick it into neutral, it goes down, and when I put it in reverse, it goes up.
Yeah, the chicken slides down.
Slides down.
And you all you go inside, and it feels vaguely reminiscent of the Shaggin' Wagon. It is,
Eat a chicken.
but it is
It's the next evolution. It just needed chicken legs all along.
I mean, I called it the love bug, but you're the same general vein.
There's like a person living clearly in this space. It's a little bigger than the Shaggin' Wagon. And in the center is a big round table made out of old dark wood that actually seems to just sort of come out of the bottom of the hut. And in that is a crystal ball.
Well, if this don't look familiar.
Oh yeah. Wait a minute.
Y'all seen one of these before?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not sitting down.
Yeah, last time we saw something like this, a whole bunch of people got melted.
Oh, haven't
Where-
seen that one yet.
Where was
I-
that you saw?
That was at Abe's dad's house. In the seance.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember the people melting, Ramsey?
Blocked it out, apparently.
Yeah. No, I was trying to like just.
I do note your use of the word "yet" there, ma'am.
I've seen a lot of weird stuff. I'm not discounting nothing.
Oh,
So, there's a what is it? There's the kids, the stupid kids, right? They've got a rod that controls the weather.
Right. They can blow the crap out of things.
Well, let's get one thing clear. They definitely ain't stupid.
no, they ain't that.
No.
But yeah, no, the pint-sized freaks control the weather in the forest.
They like to play show and tell.
Oh, well, better than charades, I guess.
Not by a lot.
Are we not playing charades? I don't know. I don't know how these.
Oh.
If y'all want to play games, I got cards, Parcheesi, Clue, and I think Snakes and Ladders and Mousetrap have most of the parts still. I don't
Snakes?
remember.
No.
I don't
No
think
snakes.
I know.
No snakes.
The early 90s, everybody has that copy of the Ungame that they wish they didn't have. They don't have no idea how they got.
Yeah.
I know poker and blackjack.
I'm not at all familiar with those last three you mentioned.
You good with Mafia?
What's that?
It's, you know what? It would take longer to explain than I think. Can I ask y'all a weird question? Maybe it won't be weird for y'all, actually, now that I'm getting the size on you. What year is it?
1870.
1870. All right. Last group was from 2017, but they'd just been in 1953. So I'm neither going forward nor backwards. So that's something.
There's a lot of numbers there.
Yeah, don't worry about it. What's your
Right.
question? And what have you brought in exchange?
I just look at Jared and
Ha!
We brought some tigers.
I think those are shamans, and they're probably not going to stick around the whole time. So,
What?
We
Are
didn't-
we supposed?
We
What?
didn't
How
bring
does this work?
anything. I think we were
Somewhere
relying
Abe
on.
pulls out a cigar.
as long as it ain't a yellow cigar.
I think we were relying on maybe shaman or
Abe, Yeah.
The destruction of the children.
You got a plan for that? Bucko?
You don't
Find
need
the
a plan
kids,
for that.
destroy the kids.
I mean,
Profit.
Ramsey and I kind of found the kids. They're intangible.
We're halfway done.
Ja-
You ever tried fighting the wind, sir?
Actually, yes, we did once.
How'd that go for you?
Yeah.
Not
Bad
well.
I said,
No.
this
Yeah,
wind
that's-
is a little smellier than that.
Did we actually? Wait.
Do
I-
you
I
need some, what's that?
Yeah, weren't we shooting into the wind and there's
Oh,
a
no,
wall of
Uh,
wind?
no, that was
Was that different?
Well,
uh,
it was the wind, but Jared says it's something different.
It either is or isn't the wind. Wind is a well-documented scientific phenomenon with a whole lot of basis. It has to do with the curvature of the earth and things. And apparently around here, some level of magic, which could be science as far as I know, but I never really got that far. I dropped out of school.
what's science?
It's when you take magic and you figure out how it actually works.
Veronica, it is time for your first roll.
Yeah.
Make me a psychology roll.
Good. I don't think I have that skill. This will be great, y'all.
Only one person. I only know one person who's ever taken that skill.
I took it.
Hello.
I'm like, I've got like a 50 in it.
Do you
I
ever
have
make it though?
63.
I don't
that-
know where my character sheet is. No, yes.
You're just making it up. It's a fail.
All right. There is something about Jared that is very familiar to you.
I'll just kind of, as I'm going around the table, I will stop and just kind of stare at him a little extra.
I got one of those kinds of faces on account of there's more than one of me.
Like you're a twin?
Nah.
Like you're
Yeah.
a clone?
That one.
Okay, right. And you don't know what science is.
I didn't make myself.
Right, right. So you're
The-
not a
the
self-made
alien.
man?
I think the aliens made him.
Oh, you've met the aliens.
Well,
Wait.
I've met the aliens, but they weren't the ones that. They weren't that.
Was it the fish people?
No, it was the bosses of the fish people.
You know the fish people, though.
No,
Well,
Wow.
we
You know the
fought
fish
the
birds.
fish people.
Alundra, make me a
Oh.
mythos roll now.
you're asking all the questions.
She owes us.
I have to find. That is just barely a pass.
All right. The boss of the fish people is the Great Race.
Cool. Love that.
Love with a capital H.
I got it.
Right. Okay. So you know fish people.
Anyway, yeah, one of our compatriots fathered like, I don't know, 500 of them or something like that.
After we killed a whole lot of them by poisoning a lake.
Yeah.
Some of our
Probably
best
killed
work.
most of Wisconsin.
And by lake, I mean one of the Great Lakes. Superior, I think.
well,
Michigan.
nobody likes Wisconsin anyway, so it's fine. You want to go Florida next? They're kind of a shithole.
Is Florida still a Spanish territory? I can't remember.
How we get to
Might
Florida? Yeah.
Anyway,
right.
I think we're off on the wrong track here.
There was a
how-
track?
What are we supposed to do here?
Yeah, what exactly do you
Well, you tell us. You guys were the ones who came here and brought us.
Shaman said, drink this. We drank it. We fell over. We're here.
Yeah, Shaman took us here. He said you would figure all this out for us or something.
Oh,
Man.
all right.
Ma'am, what do you want in exchange?
I mean, I pretty much just work on a barter system here, so it kind of depends on how big your ask is, but generally, kind of a trade-off, right? I need basic necessities, food, clothing. If you've got any more of the 300 free hour AOL discs, that'd be great, but I don't think you're from the right era for that, so I'm not really banking my hopes out.
I didn't even understand what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
it's fine. Yeah, you ask questions and I provide answers. And then in exchange for those answers, you
Okay.
provide me with basic personal necessities.
All right. Got it. So
How-
what do we do next?
You want to be any more specific than that, my guy?
Jared's going to look around at the others.
How do we defeat the kids?
There you go.
Gonna go over to the crystal ball and in a very stupid and intentionally showy way just sort of wave my hand over it and be like,
Ooh.
oh great ones, how do we defeat the ephemeral wind children? Just like deadpan staring at them.
Uh,
I like her.
What's it saying?
So there's about 30 seconds of this awful noise,
Animal, what poor animal.
and your search returns no results.
That sounds like a telegraph gone bad.
Seeing that the search returns no results, I will now do a more proper like search for like punching in like Boolean keywords of like, you know, weather gods, weather magic, you know, stuff
Alright.
like that. Meteorology is the
Well-
like one thing I excelled at in school for the minute I was there.
So you all right, so putting in that, you will find a GeoCities page that is dedicated to a cult of Ithaqua. That it's a bunch of Canadians who say that the great winter is coming, and they kind of look like Bigfoot hunters. The video is going to take too long to load.
I'll just read the notes. It's fine.
Yeah, so there's a you know, and then the problem with searching a term like weather gods is that you just get Thor spam.
Oh yeah. Have I ever been able to access like my email?
You have not.
Okay.
You have not been able to communicate with
Okay.
this seems to be a one-way thing.
Great.
You tried to start a blog, and
Yeah.
I
No.
don't know, LiveJournal was LiveJournal 96. I can't remember.
LiveJournal was not up in 95
Yeah, I
quite
think
yet.
that
It was 96 or 97. Oh God, all the things that I'm remembering from my early internet days now. I think given my area of like work, I've probably been to areas where I probably have Canadian contacts. And so I might be able to riff off of some of that to try to find other keywords at some point, but I also think I know I need to like narrow it down. Have I heard the name Ithaqua before though?
You can make a mythos roll.
Yeah, like in the Dreamlands. Let me.
We have, right, though, when we
Yes,
were
you
on
have, yeah. Although
person.
it was a sort of a bastard, as it was Ithaqua. It was sort of,
Fail on the roll.
all right, yeah, there's a lot of weird names. They come. So she is staring in this ball for a while, and she keeps like, then she'll run her hand over it again and sort of go like, no, Thor.
Yeah, it's fucking GeoCities.
GeoCities, that's a place to go.
Best I got for y'all is something about the cult of Ithaqua. So
Ithaqua.
does that mean anything to all y'all?
Didn't we run across something like that? That name? Something like it anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wait. Didn't they create the forest? Didn't we
That
learn
one.
they create the forest?
I have no idea.
The children. Well, that was like the god of the wind, and they had that stick. I remember something about that.
There was something about a stick.
You hear all that from Shaman? He's definitely mentioned a stolen stick before. I don't know any context. That wasn't why he came to talk to me, but it's something that I've heard him mention.
Did he ever ask you about it properly? Ever try to get an answer on it?
Has Shaman ever asked me about the stick? Yeah.
Nope. He might have been coming to do it right now.
Hey.
Well, if that stick has something to do with Itaqua, that was the name that we kept running across with a T instead of a TH.
Yeah, Itaqua. That was wasn't that the we went to the massacred village? Wasn't that where we heard Itaqua?
Itaqua, you heard Itaqua with the guys in the pass.
Yeah, with the Wendigo.
Yeah, but also at the massacred village.
Yeah, we
The
keep running
children
across that.
stole the native stick.
I wonder if that massacred village has anything to do with these children.
I mean, they're creepy as heck, so I wouldn't put it past them.
Well, I
So,
mean,
like-
they're the results of another massacre that they got rescued from. Apparently, they were all rescued from some village where all their parents were killed, and they were taken to the town that's next to the forest, and adopted out.
Yeah, like out of character, I think Shaman like actually explained this all to us.
Yeah, I
towards
have
the
written
end of
some
last
notes.
thing where and he had made the village disappear in the hope of like pulling the kids in, but the kids were able to get away. Basically, they were to resist being pulled into the Dreamlands to contain all the horribleness that they could do.
Because they
Susanna-
stole
Susanna-
the wind stick.
Susanna doesn't
Yeah.
know that. Susanna and Jonesy were in the
Well,
forest.
and
by-
they also
Yeah.
more than that, they whatever happened before, they had magical protections on them, and so they've got the wind stick. It's a whole mess, but back into
Okay,
character.
I got to make a note that came from the shaman. So I
little
I
recap.
don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's-
okay.
Yeah, that's part of why I don't make notes on things that I wasn't there for.
Yeah, I'm having a little.
It's just easier for me that way.
Yeah, no,
I think-
makes sense.
At this point, outside, you hear a voice. Everybody make me a listen roll.
That sound.
Mm.
Success.
All right,
Oh, one person.
Critical
Elias,
fail.
you hear you know that kind of that sort of low rumbling roar of tigers at the zoo when they're not like really doing anything, but they're just like roar, roar. You hear some of that, and then you distinctly hear a voice say, "Your slavery is ended."
All right.
I need to look out the window.
All right, you look out the window and you see 3 cats, like house cats, bipedal, dressed in clothes, and they are ripping the saddles off of the tigers and the bridle and everything. And one of them grabs one of the tiger's face and goes, "You're free, free. Now go." And the tigers just like run off. And then the cats turn around.
Out the door, I go, hey, those were our friends, tigers.
"Seer, we've come to talk to you," he says to you.
I'm not the seer.
"Well, let me talk to the seer."
Who's there?
It's 3 cats dressed
Ah,
like
shit.
in overalls for some reason.
I want to get up and also look out the window.
"These are my dress overalls.
Like Skimbleshanks.
Seer, I am Percival Meowington III. I am the retinue, the ambassadorial retinue sent from His Highness Xerxes, the Good Kitty, from the Empire of Ulthuan, and we demand you hear us."
It's a cute cat.
Wow, that's a lot of big words for somebody who don't even have thumbs.
We have no need for thumbs in Ulthuan. We're the
Clearly.
mightiest empire in the Dreamlands.
Jared's gonna just move back, so his back is around the door and get his shotgun ready, just in case. These
All right.
cats sound like they mean business. I don't trust them.
These cats sound like they mean business.
I kind of, maybe maybe these cats know what to ask.
Yeah, do you all want to, if you go through that door there, you'll find the little like kitchenette thing. There might be like crackers or Fruit Loops in the cupboard. If you want to have a snack, I'll just deal with this real quick and you guys can eavesdrop or whatever the hell it is you do.
At this point, Meowington kicks open the door.
Okay, now we're going to have to talk about both property damage and trespass laws. What's your deal?
I'm gonna point the shotgun at that kitty.
I'm
Yeah.
going to go to the kitchenette.
This is what I've been getting ready for.
I'm going to the kitchenette.
All right,
I'm gonna pick up that cat.
You're,
How tall are these bipedal cats?
They're house cat sized, right?
Yeah, they're tiny. They're like a foot. They're like
I was
and a half
thinking they were
feet
like.
tall.
This is
Cats.
such a cute kitty.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
right,
okay.
holding it
okay.
away from my face because I don't want claws in my face.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
so make me a dex roll as you
boy.
come up to get him.
Do I want a hard success or not? It's a
Yeah.
regular success.
I mean, I
All
think
right.
you should get. Hold on, you're catching this cat off guard. I think you should have advantage. That's just me. I'm gonna.
You know what? Fine, I'll give you advantage.
Sorry,
I'll regret that later.
I just want to see how this plays out horribly.
Hard success.
Yes.
All right, you needed a hard
22.
success. You needed a hard success. You pick him up, and Meowington just starts going, "Guards! Guards! They've apprehended these ruffians have taken me and
This- start
Oh, I've got the gun. I've got the gun. Stand down. Stand down.
Can I just kick the door shut before the other two cats have a chance to run in?
So one of them comes through the window.
Yeah, of course they do. They're cats.
I'm going to go get them. I'm
Cute
going to get
little
snacks.
kitty.
I'm going to give them
And-
snacks.
I meant to have that closed.
And so
Oops.
both the other cats pull out sticks. They have small wooden sticks, and they say, "You will put the ambassador down right now."
Here,
I
it's just
set him
switching
down
gun
on the
between
table.
Could you
Give
please
him a
not
little
wave that
prick
thing
behind the
around
ears.
inside, sir? With the keep trigger
yeah.
discipline. Point it down.
Meowington like cleans himself off a little.
I mean,
Now,
if
as I was
we're-
saying, Seer, where is the crusade of the child?
This again. All right. What have you brought in tribute to the seer in exchange for my great and boundless knowledge?
These slaves.
I don't do slave. None of your people reported this back. I don't do slaves. I will do edible goods. I will do dry goods. I will do entertainment, drugs, alcohol, coffee,
Fine,
clothing.
fine. Edible good now. One of the cats starts doing.
Oh, God. Now, outside now. If you want an answer, you do that outside.
It's a bird for you.
I'm gonna pick up that guard and chuck him back through the window.
All right.
can
He
tell who the
lands
cat
and there's like
people
a
are.
sound.
I think can we I'm sorry,
Why are you speaking?
Ambassador Meowington.
Technically,
Back
you
out.
crashed their appointment, sir.
Anyway, tell me your thoughts on the Wind Children.
The Wind Children? I know of only one child, and he must be Ulthuan's. He has power that we require to further our empire.
All the ones?
Ulthuan, the greatest empire in the Dreamlands.
Oh, it's not a person
He's not.
or creature.
It is a conglomeration of the 7 feline tribes banded together to rule the Dreamlands.
Well, I mean, are you? You mentioned slaves before. I think that your civilization is far more backwards than you believe. Slavery is just abhorrent.
Yeah, we had a whole war about it and everything.
Mm.
Multiple times, sort of.
Let me ask the seer if I care about your opinion.
At this point, can I come out with some crackers and stuff? Is everybody?
Yeah, you come out with like a bag of like sour cream and onion chips.
Mm. Susanna grabs them from me.
All right. Tell you what, great ambassador. I will accept your tribute of feline overlords here, and I will attempt to answer your question.
We don't recognize sarcasm. So you meant that.
Weird,
Good.
because you're fluent in it. I will go over to the crystal ball and start waving my hand, and I will
The
ask.
only language cats understand. Ezra,
true.
you know better.
I mean, it's like how fish don't have a word for water.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So you go and what are you asking?
I am going to search for Crusade of the Child Ulthuan, but I am going to use a disregard Children's Crusade term because I know enough history to know that that's going to give me results about kids trying to storm Jerusalem in the 1200s. So the only thing that you find is this it's a page, and all it is like a weird like gif. Yeah, I said it, Warren. Of a small of a like a 7-year-old boy's face, and his eyes are just like pinwheels. This is some of that weird jump scare bullshit. All right, well,
And then below that it says you don't find the child finds you.
great. I'm going to look at the ambassador. Just go, oh, great ambassador. You come to me seeking knowledge. However, the knowledge you seek is not mine to give. When the child is ready, the child will present themselves to you that you may join in their great crusade.
No. We're not joining the child. The child will serve Ulthuan.
Right. And when that time comes, they will find you and let you know that the time has come. Look, you don't speak sarcasm, apparently. You also apparently aren't clear on like metaphor, which is kind of how this whole thing works.
So
go home and wait. The answer is go home and wait.
I can't tell the Emperor that.
Well, then make something else up for him, because that's all I got for you, sugar.
He'll cut my tail off.
You want to stay here? I got like a pile of rags in the back that would be a real comfy bed, and that the one fish person brings me like scrap bones, which I feel like is like cannibalism or something. They don't seem bothered by it, but I'm sure you guys would find them tasty.
Yes, we will stay here. Whiskers, Patches, seize this place.
Oh no, hell no, we ain't doing that.
And the 2 guards have their sticks out again,
This
and they
is
say
sovereign
nobody moves.
territory.
Nobody moves.
I'm
And
just gonna drop the rifle down.
all right.
I'm just like
The
casually.
ambassador is sort of acting like he doesn't understand what guns are.
Like Jared had lowered his rifle, but he had not put it away for
Right?
sure.
Yeah. No,
I'm
you're
gonna
all
take-
brandishing.
I got a knife.
All right. The ambassador is like looking around, and he says, "Now, how does this contraption travel?"
Do you have a learner's permit?
Do you have thumbs? Because this looks like it's made, at least in here, for humans with thumbs.
I've seen videos. They just put their paws on the wheel. It's good. They could do this.
Jared's seen videos, yeah.
No, this was
Patches
obviously
is around
me
yet.
talking.
The ambassador says something in a language you don't understand, and the hut lurches to its feet.
I'm a checker.
Oh,
Yes, I
I'm
see.
looking at-
All right. Now
I just-
tell me,
Uh,
where
Jared is looking at Veronica like,
Wait, Veronica.
Sorry, how do you know my name?
I don't know.
Question.
because it's written in your box.
I know. It's written in your box.
No. The only name you see anywhere in this place is that there is like a denim jacket hanging over the back of the chair with like a bunch of patches and stuff. The only name on
Seer.
that is M.
Seer.
E-M.
Seer.
Yes, Seer.
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 Wait, Seer. Perhaps this child of Altheon
Ulthuan.
Luan.
is the same one that we are looking for, but we have to defeat in order to free them to be able to continue their mission.
You slaves seek to defeat the child?
We have to
Yes.
defeat them to free them. Yes.
No, we defeat them to enslave them.
Yes.
Very well. I hereby deputize you. You are all now soldiers of Ulthuan. You serve the Emperor.
Gonna need more alcohol for this.
Seconded.
And he
Beer,
will
Jared.
he will pull out, he has a little bag at his side, and he pulls out collars. And he hands you each a collar, and he says, this will show that you are truly servants of Emperor Xerxes Kitten Mittens the Fourth.
The good kitty.
Good kitty.
Yes, he is a good kitty.
You ain't.
I am the best kitty.
Hmm.
Now, excuse me. And he says something in that language again. Yes. This vehicle knows the way. We will find this child. And all of a sudden, your hut starts moving.
I'm literally gonna look over where the steering console is and shout, "Traitor!"
And then he looks at Patches and Whiskers and he says, you could put your weapons away. They're with us. And they put the sticks away.
A knife away.
And he starts like pacing on the table and he says, now, I think we should share information. So let's tell each other everything we know about the child. So we have learned that this child has thousands of followers and is cutting a swath through the Dreamlands. We don't know where he's going. We think he's headed for Ulthuan. And we're going to stop him before he gets there and enslave him and put whatever power he has to work for Ulthuan. Now, what have you learned about the child?
Absolutely nothing.
They
Child
do not-
has a stick that we need.
There's much power in sticks.
Yes. So we would like the stick once he is defeated.
Your terms are acceptable. He pulls out a little snuff case. If that's all you want, that's no problem.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna need something out of this deal too. I'm just not sure what you've got to offer yet. So,
Emperor Xerxes Kitten Mittens will owe you a favor.
perfect. I'll take it.
Well then, it's settled. Now, I heard there were fish bones.
Oh yeah, garbage bin over there, and I'll point to one of the messy corners of the.
And all three cats will like skitter over there.
Oh god. Gonna go to one of the like overhead compartments, pop it open, pull out like a half-drunk bottle of some sort of indiscriminate moonshine. It's probably even like a big mason jar or something.
Yeah.
Unscrew it, long slug, and then kind of offer it around to everybody else. Like, it's potent. Take it easy if you're not used to it.
Yeah, please. Well, since we're caught on this misadventure together, can we call you something other than Seer?
Well, call signs Auntie Yam,
Auntie
All right.
M.
What?
All right.
and my brothers call me Ronnie. Whichever you prefer.
All right. If you don't
Okay.
mind, Ronnie, I'm Susanna.
Cheers.
Ramsey here.
Elias. That's
And
one of
who's Spook
Jared's.
Boy? Jared. Right.
These
There's
cats are going to lead us to ruin.
Probably.
Oh,
Let's-
obviously. Most cats do.
I mean, we are elevated right now, and there are cats in here. They will push us out as soon as our backs are turned.
I mean, they're small enough. They're small enough. I can scruff them and toss them off like you do off the counter.
They have already taken control of this chicken house.
I
You
don't
are
know.
fools if you underestimate them.
I'm not underestimating them. They clearly know how to talk to this thing. But
Yeah, which is-
they're also 9 pounds. You can kiss them on the nose.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not putting this thing on. I had a boyfriend tried this once with me. He was an ex very quickly.
You had a cat boyfriend that tried to get you to what?
Yes. Yes, I did.
No wonder you weren't too spooked by these.
It was a different
things.
boyfriend, actually, now that I think of it. But, you know,
Well, do we need
Vegeta's wares.
do we need to wear these things to do our job?
oh, hell, I hope not.
No.
Yes.
I'll put it on
Those
this.
collars will make sure that the massive force of Patches and Whisker sticks will not injure you.
It's
All right, I put it on. Now I've got.
Yeah, it's a bracelet for you.
yeah, it's a little bit too small to be a necklace.
So yeah, we got bracelets now.
I am not submitting to these cat overlords. I mean, I'm
I'm
not
not
saying
submitting.
that, but Jared is
working with
not.
them.
Jared will
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
No.
No, it's like to get the job done, we gotta do what we gotta do. This is so cool. We're working with cats.
Working with is rather an overstatement.
Come on, we can take them at any time. We're working with them.
Just
I-
try not to damage the car. Like, I don't know where I can get replacement parts in the weird, like, woo-woo land.
Car?
Sorry,
car?
the house.
Yeah.
I mean, they have them sticks, and if you'll recall, sticks seem to have a great deal of power sometimes, like controlling the wind and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna underestimate them just because they seem to only have sticks, but no thumbs.
Have I ever experienced the power that the Ultuan cat sticks hold? Or have I heard any stories about that?
No.
Okay.
No, they're
checking.
mainly they usually bring offerings. This is the first sort of official visit you've had with a member of the government.
Great.
Usually it's just random cats who want to ask you a question and they bring you a bird or something.
Right.
And so you are traveling. If any of you normies looking out of the window?
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely.
I'll look,
right.
I'll glance.
So right now you are traveling through what looks like cornfields to you, but it's all crystalline glass.
Okay. Anyone else seeing that?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not going
So
by
we're
the
all,
window.
Yeah, glass maze.
I hate you.
What?
so is this my dream?
Why? Do you really like cats?
No.
If it
No,
is,
but-
I would love for you to wake up so that I can get back to literally anywhere that has running water.
Like a creek?
Yeah.
like Blackwater Creek.
Not just anywhere that has running water.
Where do you all come from exactly?
1870, apparently.
Yeah, no, I got that. I meant
Colorado, the Colorado Territory.
We've been around a lot of different places.
Yeah.
It's awful. It's an eldritch horror.
It gets much better once they legalize marijuana, I'm sure. They've been talking about it for years.
Legalize what?
What?
Oh, the folks from 2017 said they were working on legalizing marijuana. Have you ever?
No, we've never been in
or something?
2017.
Oh, okay.
Like
I mean, I haven't
peyote?
either.
Ooh.
Sort of, but much more relaxed from what I've heard the difference. I've never done peyote, but I've smoked plenty of pot in my life.
Oh, do you have it? Can we have something? I'd love to have something to calm down because there's a lot going on.
Do have something to calm you down, but it depends on how calm you want to be, because it might just, take you out for a while.
What does that do in a place that's accessed by dreams?
And does it work on cats?
Have not tried
Ooh.
it, don't know. Just have some in one of the cupboards.
At that point, Ambassador Meowington walks forward with his little snuff case out, and he says, "Would anyone like some catnip?"
There it is.
You're a bad person, Ezra. Just have to let you know that.
I don't think it works quite the same way for
No?
humans.
Oh,
That cannot be healthy.
I keep thinking if Abe was here.
Who's Abe? One of your friends?
Another one of our friends, yeah.
Okay.
Well, the one with tribute, most likely.
Yeah,
Shit.
he was standing in front of your cabin when Ramsey and I showed up, and then he and Shaman he and that native fella just disappeared.
Veronica, at this point, a noise you've never heard before emanates from your hut.
That's horrifying.
Yeah.
Oh, that's your transmission going.
It's almost like
cats don't know how to shift. They don't know how to clutch work.
It's almost like a whale song at 78 RPM.
Oh my god.
And Meowington is like, "We've been found.
I'm
Wow.
sorry. What?
We've been
what?
found. The Shadow King."
Who?
Shadow King? Crap.
Why did Shaman leave us here? This is.
No.
Can you shoot a Shadow King?
Does he want to hurt us? And or can we fight him?
The Shadow King wants the child as well.
Great, he can join the party. We're all just gonna go
Yes.
find this kid together.
I don't think that's how it works. And then you
Why
hear a
not?
voice
That's how
say,
it works with you.
"It could work that way." And a guy in like a black suit and a black top hat steps out of a shadow.
And what year are you from?
All of them.
Perfect.
There has always been shadow.
This is like a bad vaudeville act.
Meowington
like a
is at
bad
this point just
dream.
like,
That's it. It's a bad dream. We just all wake up.
Well, or if we know it's a dream, we start thinking about what we want to happen in the dream.
Exactly. I'm gonna
We
eat some
win.
chips.
Welcome to the Seer's Hut. How may I assist you, sir?
anyone wearing those collars will be dead shortly. I suggest you take them all off.
Veronica never put hers on. It's still on the table. So she's just like,
Meowington is just hissing and like he and his two friends are like back in a corner, like with all of their hair sticking out.
Mr. Shadow King,
You may call me His Highness.
can I call you Your Highness?
I'll allow it.
Okay, Your Highness. We are here to find a stick that was stolen from us by some children. It is a very special stick that the shaman needs.
I don't think he's the shaman. I think he's just shaman.
Shaman, yes.
We know of shaman.
The Stuttgart or whatever the name of that town was. Branson? No.
Oh no, the formation of Branson, Missouri is a Cthulhu horror in its own.
Bullard.
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 Bullard. The shaman had, in our world, shaman had closed off Bullard to trap the children there who were terrible beings, but they escaped into the
Yes.
forest.
One of them is here, and he has terrible power.
Yes, and we want to take that stick from him.
And you consort with cats?
No.
Not
No,
bad.
have you ever had a cat? Because a lot of times you don't actually like choose to have cats. They just move themselves in and never leave. And that's kind of what happened here. They just sort of invited themselves in and then started talking about enslaving us with the collars and things. So
I
fully
find
optional.
if you mark your borders with the skins of cats, they start to leave you alone.
Yeah, but the birds are so tasty when it's been a lean winter.
Ugh, post-cat bird.
They don't
At
all
this
come
point-
pre-chewed.
At this point, Patches pulls out his stick and he says, "Death to the Shadow Tyrant!" And he points his stick at the Shadow King.
Jared makes sure to get out of the way. He's
Yeah,
not messing
yeah.
around with it. Yeah.
Elias is going to try and grab the stick from him.
Oh, outstanding!
As
All right.
he pulls it out, I'm like, I want that stick.
All right,
Oh my god.
Oh, geez,
offer
oh, geez, oh,
me
geez.
a roll. Do you want to fight, brawl, dex?
I mean,
What do you-
Dex.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Sleight of hand is a skill. You have that maxed out, right?
Well, I've got base in that. I'm not trying to be subtle about it. I'm
Make
trying
a
to
dex roll.
like.
You're just trying to grab this thing.
I will spend 4 luck to make it, or can I re-roll maybe?
You can
I
reroll.
mean, you've got all sorts of.
I will second
I
that
will-
inspiration.
Yep.
Thank you. I have a 70, so
Crit fail, crit fail, crit fail.
critical success, 13.
Oh man! All right, you. He was pretty dodgy, but you easily swipe the stick, and Patches is just like looks all sad.
Yeah. You know what made me grab this? Thumbs.
Thumbs.
I like you.
Hmm.
Now tell me, would you like to learn how to use that stick?
Your Highness, I have a question.
I enjoy the seer asking me something.
Yeah, no, it's sort of a logistical question. You see, in my particular trade, right, it is a trade, quid pro quo. So what exactly are you wanting from Mr. Elias here in exchange for the knowledge of how to use the stick? Because I don't feel like you're just going to teach him how to use it out of the goodness of your black little heart. I just get this weird impression. I like to make sure that all the terms and conditions have been laid on the table before anybody starts entering into any sort of like contracts or anything of that nature.
Oh, I like her.
I can just sort of said, I've been here a long time.
Shadow is chaos. Shadow is things disappearing. Shadow is darkness. Teaching someone like that how to use a weapon like that will only further my domain.
Oh, so as long as we just do shenanigans, you're going to help us out? Great, go to town, have fun.
So learning to use this is like reading books in our world. So I'm going to say no to that.
What? Wait, what? No, we could get some more power and we could use that stick to get the other stick.
Exactly.
Buddy, that's like entering into a contract with Brown Jenkins, and we don't do that.
Do not say that name.
Have
Brown
I ever
Jenkins?
heard that name before?
Do not say that name.
One more time.
Have I ever heard that name before?
You can make a mythos roll.
Why?
That's
Are you as pissed off at him as everyone else that we've run into?
no, because it determines if I would be like, who the fuck is Brown Jenkins?
Well,
I did not make the roll, so I say that out loud. You're welcome.
there's a third.
Nothing happens.
Damn.
But there is a pause as the Shadow King and the three cats are all like,
Yeah. Me too.
He was wearing a lawyer and came to see us one time.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
you.
Classic.
No, he is gonna pay.
Like in cash or like in barter? Because I really do both, but cash isn't super useful around here.
No, like in pain. Brown,
I got you.
Rat person man thing.
Well, in his defense, it was just a lawyer.
Don't alienate our viewers, Nick.
We got bits.
So you know that horrible rodent.
Unfortunately, rather too well.
Yeah.
And
sorry, Cat, are you going to attack, or are we going to have a civilized conversation?
Meowington has been whispering to, so it was Patches that you took the stick from. He's been whispering to Whiskers, and he says, "Detente."
What's that mean?
Is that like parlay?
Detente means we have a standoff.
Ah.
Perfect. So yeah, because we all kind of want the same things here.
Do we?
I think we all want that child and his stick to be separated, and us to get the stick and get out of here. I
At
think
the
we all
moment,
want
I just
that.
want everybody else out of my goddamn Winnebago.
You goddamn what?
It's what it's
Don't worry
called, a
about it.
Winnebago. All right, chicken leg hut, Winnebago. Got it.
Yeah, yep, that's the one. It's an old Apache word for chicken-legged hut.
Nice.
So Winnie is chicken.
I will offer you this.
Bago is hut. I love it.
I will make sure that your hut has clear passage to the crusade if you promise me that I will have the child. I care nothing for the stick.
So the cats have an empire or something here that they want.
Did anybody not take off their collar?
Yeah, I took mine off.
Everyone took it off.
Okay.
Yeah, because I went, okay, I don't want to.
So when you say the cats have an empire, Meowington brings himself up to his full majestic height, and he strides forward and he says, These people don't know loyalty. They swore fealty to Emperor Kitten Mittens, and then they flung it aside as soon as you threatened them.
I never put that on.
I don't think anybody swore fealty. You kind of just flung those at us and went on with your business. You didn't really make us sign a contract or nothing, which was your mistake, really.
I mean,
if you wear the collar, you have sworn fealty, and you have gone back on that, and the Emperor does not forget such things.
I just look at him and very deliberately reach out and drop the collar on his head.
Well, I'm disgusted with all of you.
I thought we were going to have a campaign of fun here, but it seems like nothing's happening.
The Shadow King at this point looks at the cats. He says, "The adults are speaking," and he waves his hand, and all of a sudden, you have that brief second where the cat's eyes just get wide, incredibly wide, and then their pupils get incredibly wide, and then the darkness from a shadow, just like tendrils, come forward and swallows the cats, and they're gone. I thought they'd never leave.
Do I still have the stick?
You still have the stick.
I am going to put it on the table. A gift, Ronnie. The stick.
Thank you.
Would you
I
like
am
to know
much
how to use that
obliged.
seer?
Maybe later. Right now, I would like to know more about this specific situation. So you give us safe passage to the child, and then they can have the stick, you get the child. What exactly are you gonna do with the child? Who or what is the child exactly?
And if this child is as powerful as those cats were indicating, how are you planning to deal with that child?
Shadow is a nice cold hug. We bring the child in. We show the child the comfort of the dark.
Sounds an awful lot like grooming, and I'm not particularly comfortable with it.
And I mean, all you need to deal with a shadow is a good, strong fire.
Fire creates as many shadows as it dispels. That is the beauty of it.
If you're so strong and everywhere, why don't you just grab the child?
Yeah, why do you need us?
Yeah.
The child is light.
Ah.
I can't go near the child.
How exactly are you planning to welcome it into your cool embrace?
If the child is brought to me, I can handle it.
Isn't the child still light, even if it's brought to you?
Apparently you don't speak metaphor.
No, I really don't.
You
The open plane does not allow for a lot of metaphor.
You can cover a light to snuff it in darkness. That's the thing.
Oh, I do not seek to snuff this child. No, this child is a dark beauty, the likes of which the Dreamlands have never seen.
Once you bring this child into your embrace, what is your intention at that point? I don't suppose you're just gonna, take it back to your nice little cottage and make some gingerbread cookies and read it a bedtime story.
This child will turn the tables in my war with Ulthuan for control of the Dreamlands.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably have to sit this one out. See, here's the thing. I don't want to be here. I have never wanted to be here. And I have found it very prudent to not take sides in any of these shenanigans. Because here's the thing about being a seer. You don't want to get on anybody's bad side or good side. You just want to exist.
You very much, Veronica Emmett, wish to be on my good side. Because my good side leads to Oklahoma. 1997.
Who told us you were Ronnie?
Now, I believe it was very dark when you mysteriously disappeared from that stretch of Highway 17, wasn't it?
All right, you got my attention.
And you, well, most of you, I can return you to where you came from. And if you give me this child, I can show you how to deal with those forest children. They are in my realm.
Question for you. Can you send any of us to 1997?
I suppose. Although there would be some danger in it for you. You don't technically exist in that world. And it's a question of some amount of theoretical physics. What would happen if you started to exist in that world?
Yeah, that could really mess with the time-space continuum and cause a rift in the planes, couldn't it?
I have no idea what they're talking about.
I recognize every one of those words, but not what they mean in context. Why do you want to go to 1997?
Because I left in 1995.
Not you, Ronnie. Honest, why do you want to go there? I mean, obviously you want to go home, Ronnie. That makes sense.
The flying cars, the
Fine, what?
the peace.
Oh, sugar. We're going to have a long talk at some point when we're not discussing terms and conditions with the Shadow King.
Has the world not become?
No. Does not matter what the end of that sentence is, it has not.
Overrun with werewolves.
I kind of wish it was. That would have been a much more interesting career path, but unfortunately.
Cue the Worlds of Darkness game.
I mean, a lot. When you get right down to it, unless something has drastically changed in the 127 years, it's still people, and people are shit.
Right,
Amen.
but in our world, we have fish people and translucent ghouls and still water and sex cults.
Oh, we still got Stillwater, and it's still a shithole.
Oh, is it an actual hellmouth in your time?
Depends on your definition of hellmouth.
The angels come out and kill people?
Are we talking metaphors again?
Nope.
Nope.
That one's a real thing.
Christ, I thought that shit only happened on television. All right.
Yeah, like spinning wheels with lots of eyes, apparently.
It's like an eye saw. That's how they cut people in
Oh,
half.
fuck. Like those weird illustrations in my mama's Bible. Shit.
Yeah, actual biblical angels and not what everyone likes to think of them.
Okay.
Oh, God, your world's awful. Yes, I would very much like to go back to my 1997. What do you need? You just want the kid? Great. Can you make sure that the cats can't drive my bus again?
And just so we're clear, in 1997, you can open carry any firearm you want as well, correct? That's...
It depends on what state you're in.
What do you mean state? Like,
well, because the United States, every state has different laws. It's a whole sovereignty thing
like
because of the
state.
Civil War.
Okay, that kind of
You
state.
guys
I
have-
thought you meant state.
Yeah, if the law is getting in your face because you're drunk, you're
Right,
waving your
yeah,
shotgun around. They're like, don't do that.
Yeah. California has some real strict rules, but out in the Midwest, they kind of don't give a shit. So,
I mean, to be fair, Jared, we don't much care for waving shotguns around when you're drunk now.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
the problem.
Veronica's gonna go over to under where her crystal ball is, and she's gonna pull out a deck of tarot cards, shuffle them, cut the deck, and just flip 3 cards and like glance down at them really quick, and then look back up at the Shadow King and go, all right, so does this safe passage include directions, or are we on our own for that?
Your hut knows the way. It is called to the child.
I don't even have GPS in this thing. What the hell is with this child calling my Winnebago?
My protection will keep the cats from finding you. Now, you're getting close. I must take my leave.
Well, you're not going to battle with us?
It can't. That's the point.
He can't go in because the child is light and he ain't.
I hope the word battle is not even is not applicable here.
Guess we'll find out.
You catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar.
Oh, honey, you ain't never met us then.
Yeah, dead bodies attract a lot of flies too.
It's true.
It's a fair point. Goodbye, my friend. Bring the child to the Shadow Citadel. Goodbye, my friends. And he steps back into the shadow. And there's a second where he steps back into the shadow, but you can still see him, and he's just sort of standing there, and he's like looking around. And then he's like, would you turn the light down?
I'm just like,
You drama queens. I'll walk over and like slam the light switch.
All right. And then it gets darker and he disappears.
God, I hate it when they do that.
Is this a frequent occurrence for you?
I mean, not that specifically, but like just the general weird shit. It's very invasive of my privacy.
Yeah, welcome
Well-
to the last year of our lives.
More important question: how much of all of this so far has been real? What percentage in your experience?
Okay. Well, about 2 weeks ago, a couple of fish people showed up at my door to ask me if their children would be part of the new overthrow of the great race thanks to the blood of the Froman. I don't know what that means, but
What did
that
you
was a
tell them?
normal day for me. So
What did you tell
Yes or
them?
no? Yes or no? What's
Well,
the answer?
the only reference to Froman that I can find is a movie from 1986. So I told them that they were destined for greatness because I mean it was a blockbuster, so that can't be that off.
So you remember we were
Destroyed a
telling
whole
you,
block?
you remember we were telling you about our friend Abe?
Yeah.
His
What?
last name is Froman.
I hate the fact that I'm about to ask this question.
Go
Does he
on.
have a
Yeah,
particular thing for fish?
Apparently so, because he's apparently propagated about 500 of the little fuckers.
The
Back to the moonshine. Just back to
Yeah,
the moonshine.
yeah.
the fish people look just like everyone else. They don't look like fish unless you get them wet.
Well, yeah, then they, yeah.
You all are very lucky that they are showing up to you dry then, because whoo.
We Jared and I at least have seen them a couple of times in their native environs.
The
They're
hut
not fun.
stops moving.
You out of gas or did you find a location? I just say
It's-
generally to the hut.
It settles to the ground.
Use the restroom real quick.
Mm.
I think, you know what? Let's go to break since Nick has to use the restroom.
Might as
Time.
well.
Perfect.
Be-
Perfect
Before
time.
we go to break, we do have 500 bits from the Dead Boy 42.
Oh, nice.
That is, I'm just guessing that's to the GM because it is to trap Ronnie in 1871 to unleash a reign of terror.
Oh, there we
Rain is
go.
spelled RAIN because
Ah,
of
there
the
we go. There we
session.
go.
I was
Well,
about to say, I am not the bomb Clancy. I don't know that I can unleash that much terror even in the 1870s.
Oh, honey, I'm pretty sure you could.
thank you, Dead Boy. Hello, live
Thank you.
live
Lots of-
mom.
Lots of love to Live Mom.
Yes.
So we will be back just as soon as 6 people can use 5 bathrooms, although one of them's already being used. So does that count? I don't know.
All right. Well, we'll be back then.
Welcome back, internet friends. When we went to break, the hut had just sat down. And you've all have the motion has stopped, and you find yourself in this small hut with the one door out.
Do you think our
So are we just
firearms
all are we all staring at the door, like looking at each other and
Pretty much.
okay.
Well, we ready for this?
No. So when
Probably
is that
someone-
stopped us?
Is someone gonna grab the stick?
Oh,
You know what? Fuck it.
Oh, okay.
We reached at the same time. I'll just look and be like, "You want it?"
Do we like back off and then like, oh, you? Like Jared will go for it, but if you go for it, then he'll move back, and then if we can.
Yeah. Just awkward that for a second.
The sticky dance.
Like
Who ends up with the stick?
Oh. You wanna? I mean, you already. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So Veronica has the stick. All right. Yeah. All right. So who is going out first?
I'll go out first with my rifle.
All right. You open the door and you are immediately assailed by the smell of garbage and like super strong body odor. And you look out, and as far as you can see ahead of you is just people.
Oh,
Well, maybe not just people. There are cats there. There are weird lizard things there. But it is just a mass of humanoid things as far as your eye can see. And they're all facing away from you.
that's pretty. That smells disgusting.
Look out the window.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of things out there.
Are they around the whole hut or just in front?
No, you seem to be on the outskirts. You're on the edge of this mass of humanity.
I feel like this hut can go over them.
Is that ethical?
They're dreaming.
Or are they real?
I mean, I
If we
imagine
die
there's-
here, do we die in real life?
I don't want to get into the Nightmare on Elm Street discussion. I have spent too many nights trying to win that one in college. Nope.
What happened on
What?
Elm Street?
Bad things.
And which town?
Yes.
Was it Stillwater?
Veronica's gonna go over to what would be like normally like the driving console area and is gonna pull the little pine tree shaped air freshener off the mirror and like tuck it down her shirt.
Pops in the cassette of the Dream Warriors soundtrack. Dream Warriors.
No. It's Dream Theater.
So are you guys leaving the hut? Are you?
Well, that's a good question.
Were they doing anything? Were they just standing there? Were they worshiping something?
They were just. It looked like they were milling around. Like some of them were sleeping. You know.
Yeah, we'll people watch for a while. See if.
Maybe we should
Yeah.
ask one of them what they're doing.
Oh, is that a good idea?
I don't want to draw attention from one of them cat folk.
Well, the cat folk shouldn't be able to find us if the Shadow King is providing us his protection.
Yeah.
I think that was inside here.
Well, okay, we can look out the window. We can see where people are going and stuff.
Yeah, you think so. You look out the window and you see just like a flat plain, and as far as your eye can see, just a mass of humanoid creatures of various sorts. Maybe way off in the distance, you see something that might be a stage.
I want to go try popping the Winnebago into reverse to like lift up again, see if it'll respond.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to very gently see if I can nudge it into like the equivalent of like doing the like 3-mile-an-hour slow crawl. If
So
it'll
it-
just sort of like step over the people and start moving.
It reaches
forward.
the edge of the people and it stops.
All right.
I mean, there's not enough room for it to like walk through without stepping on people.
All right. Guess we're hoofing it.
As far as I can see, dang.
I mean, it can't be any worse than like a Grateful Dead concert, right?
You have concerts of dead people?
I mean, that sounds pretty bad.
Yeah. I mean,
it's
sure, they're
not
grateful, but I mean, that they're still dead.
Yeah.
They're not dead, although some of their fans probably should be given the circumstances. So
They have big fights there, huh?
that's a way to put it.
Well, I imagine we can get through as long as we're careful and judicious use of elbows when necessary.
Just hope there aren't any fish people out there.
Well, I mean, there's cat folk here, so there probably are fish people here, but Abe isn't here, so we might be all right.
Veronica, one thing I'll give you, the Dreamlands is a very segregated place.
Mhm.
Normally you don't find different groups together like this.
Okay, so the fact that we're seeing humans and
Right.
lizard folk and cat people, is a
Dogs
little
and
bit-
cats living together.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, this ain't right. I mean, not that anything here is right, but by the standards of this place, from everything I've experienced, this is definitely not normal. That's a bad phrasing for it. Out of bounds from what one would expect of this place.
And anomalies tend to lead to dangerous situations. So
Does it look like there's enough room to go between anyone without bumping into them, or
Yeah, you can. I mean, the hut can't, but people could.
people?
All right. Okay, I know what our goal is, but where are we going right now? Just straight through
I
people?
mean, if this is where the hut brought us, I'm going to bet that whatever we're looking for is on that stage.
I'm gonna go over to the crystal
Yeah, just
ball.
directly. The hut would be facing where we need to go.
Right.
Before we exit, I'm gonna go over to the crystal ball and basically just ask, like, where's the child?
What
Just
was
see what
that?
comes back.
What was that? Like you find it. You get a link to like stuff about Michaela Garrett
Okay.
and Kevin Collins. I think it was the Kevin Collins Foundation was
Yeah,
like
that-
the Find Lost Kids thing.
Yeah, just look at it's like, one of these proto milk carton bullshit. Well, that's not helpful. All right, let's go. I'm gonna dig around in that denim jacket that's over the back of the chair and pull like a bandana out. Go back up to the cupboard and like rifle through and find like it's probably honestly like bar bitters or something, but something highly aromatic. Drench the bandana and tie it bandit style over my face.
All right. I assume you're all highly armed
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
and brandishing
Prob-
weaponry.
Probably also have bandanas, so I think that's a good idea.
All right.
I'll look around and offer the bottle. It's like Angostura bitters or something. I'm like, it's not. It's something.
Yeah, I'll untie the bandana that I usually wear around my neck and
All
do
right.
exactly that.
Okay.
I'll mix it with some whiskey and put it down.
Which whiskey?
Yeah.
Which whiskey, Jared?
I mean, I don't have the real whiskey, so I'm assuming it would be dream version of that whiskey.
I do have a bottle of Jim Beam in that cupboard that I can just hand you. I have like that entire cupboard is just half drunk bottles of booze, some of which is recognizable.
Yeah. I wonder what modern alcohol would taste. I wonder if modern alcohol would taste better or worse.
It's probably sweeter.
Yeah, it's probably
depends.
sweeter but it's probably more processed.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that the moonshine that I first pulled out probably tastes exactly like any moonshine they've ever had before, because it was definitely like bathtub still in the backwoods of Alabama.
Okay.
All right, so you head out and you start to slowly kind of make your way through, and you just see all sorts of ridiculous sights. Like at one point a gaunt figure in a robe that's kind of sitting down looks up at you, and it's a man kind of thing with like long shaggy white hair but no mouth. And he looks at you and he holds out his hands, and in his hands are two mouths. And in stereo, he says like, alms for a follower of the child.
Yeah.
All right, you
Are there
Is
any
anybody
bears on
gonna-
tricycles?
No, there's no room for tricycles here. You come uncomfortably close to a couple of cats, but the cats are they're just like they are engaged in a very animated, happy conversation with two other people, and they all seem to be talking about whether or not the child is going to appear today.
Do they have collars on?
The cats do not have collars on.
But the ones that we saw in the past did?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm also kind of keeping an eye out because this reminds me a lot of the town with Six Glorious Days. I'm kind of half keeping an eye out for the cartoonishly overdone people that are in that were in there.
All right. Okay, everybody can make me a spot hidden roll.
If I drop my dice on the ground, I can't.
That is a hard success.
That's a critical for me.
That's a
Dang.
critical for me.
Woo.
Dang, am I the only one who didn't see Jack? Wow.
Fail.
Okay.
All right. Above the stage,
Oh.
For our podcast listeners, he's holding up the sign that says "All are welcome here."
Is
But y'all got the willies. Is there something you want to
Yeah.
share with the class?
Should I
yeah,
work for
a vampire.
Sorry,
A
what?
vampire
Oh,
had a
You,
village.
you have to be invited in if you're a vampire.
Oh no, that's fine. My reaches in, pulls out her necklace, and it's a silver cross. It's pure silver. Mama didn't do anything less than for christening. We'll be fine.
Yeah, there's a sign over there that we recognize. It's being connected to a vampire commune and a couple of other places that we've run into.
Like an Anne Rice book or something? Like weird sex stuff?
I don't think there's any weird sex stuff
No,
attached to that one.
no. It was a house that killed our horses and
Murder House. It was
yeah,
fun.
murder house.
Oh, so more like a Stephen King thing. Got it. Okay.
Ew.
Not unlike your hut.
King, another king. Oof.
Not a real king. It's a metaphor. He's a writer. Don't worry about it. You'll probably never encounter him.
Ooh, like Elias. All right, got it.
Oh, you're a writer?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
pretty good too.
Noted.
So the noise is kind of deafening. There's just a cacophony of languages and voices, and it's all like no one's talking about themselves. They're all talking about the child. They're all kind of going back and forth and that sort of thing. And so you hear people like, well, do you think the child will be out today? Or like, well, it's been 2 days since we've seen the child, but the father promises any day now. And you keep making, and you're now reasonably close, and you see that the stage is a hastily built pavilion with just a stool on it. And on the side of it are like what Veronica would recognize as speakers.
Man, this is like the worst version of a Woodstock revival. God.
Ooh, there's a god named Woodstock.
Not yet, but the way people
He
talk
also-
about the one in 69, you'd think it was.
69.
Oh, is that a meme here too?
What's
It was
a
like
meme?
2 years ago.
Elias, as you bump somebody, and they like grab both of your shoulders, and they just look at you with pure euphoria on their face. They just say, "Have you heard the child? Have you heard it?"
I haven't. I'm here to hear it.
Everyone, he hasn't heard the child. Get him up front. He needs to be close. Get him up front. And you start to get like crowd surfed
Holding the rifle.
as like you are passed up to the front row, and you are plopped down next to. Is it like a rhinoceros? Is it but no horn? It's just this big scaly person thing that's standing right up on the stage, and when it sees you, it kind of goes, "Huh." But then the person next to it goes, "He's not heard the child." Oh, whoa, yeah, come on.
Does this rhino person have like a flintlock pistol or anything?
No, there's no you've not seen a weapon. And so Elias has now been separated from all of you. You can see him go.
Yeah.
So I am
I'll-
gonna. Sorry, go ahead. As you guys see that.
Yeah, when I see that happen, I'm gonna like try to pick up the pace a little bit to get through the crowd to at least keep eyes on him.
All right, so are you gonna? The only way you can pick up the pace here is by getting pushy.
I'm not worried about getting pushy, so I will employ elbows judiciously as necessary.
We're with him. We're with him. We're with him.
All right, you each have a moment where someone like grabs you and euphorically says, "Have you heard the child's voice?"
No.
As soon as you
No.
say no, you are hoisted aloft
Cool.
and you are pulled to the front.
Dave.
And you are, so you're not all together. You're sort of on the front of the stage. There's people between you, but you are now all at the front of the stage. And as Jared, who's the last one to be pulled forward, gets pulled forward, a man in a threadbare robe steps out from behind the curtain, and everyone
Quick
goes
question.
silent. Yeah.
I just want. Is there anything that I have that I could shove in my ears? I don't. I mean, it would be probably ripping.
Yeah, I mean
fabric
that
or-
bandana.
Yeah. I guess I'm just at this. I suppose if it's tied, I'll try and stick the ends in. Just
All right.
like keep it tied around, but then stick the ends in my ear.
All right. And a man in a threadbare robe steps out, and he does that thing where he speaks quietly to make everybody get quiet so they can hear his voice. Welcome, children. Welcome to the crusade. We have traveled far, but we still have ways to go. But the child wants to speak to all of you. And then he goes backstage. And like, as soon as he says the child wants to speak, there's just like hushed anticipation. The energy in that crowd is just like, they're waiting to go crazy.
Ramsey's feeling it.
And
I'm
they
just
go
like-
crazy as a 7-year-old boy sheepishly pulls the curtain aside and kind of like first looks out. And as he first looks out, there's just this euphoric exultation of tens of thousands of people roaring. And it starts up front where you are, and it slowly rolls back and then rolls back over you as like the back of them start to find out the child is out there. And the child picks up what you would recognize, Veronica, as a microphone, and sort of sheepishly walks out into the middle of the stage and sits on the stool and opens his mouth, and you all everybody make me a power roll. Elias, I'll give you an advantage on this power roll.
Hot
Ooh.
5.
68.
Ooh, I got 08.
All right. So- If you made the roll,
Okay.
You hear this kind of like scared kid being like, well, hello, there's thank you for being here. There's a lot of you. Okay, bye. If you failed the roll, you hear the singing of angels. You hear the most beautiful thing you have ever heard before. You hear this child reaches out and touches your heart. And you have heard the voice of the child. And you know in your heart of hearts, this child can never be harmed. You will give your life to make sure that nothing bad happens to this child. And he, like, you know, Elias and Ramsey, the kid talks for like less than a minute and just very sheepishly, and then just walks back behind the curtain. And everyone around you goes crazy. And now you three understand what this is all about. And you're like, you know, tearing up. You've seen the glory. You now know what this is all about.
So Elias is going to quickly scan over the party, stop on Ramsey, and do a like this, and then go, and then point to one of our others and go like, "Oh my gosh, it's so
Oh.
great!"
Oh yeah. That Ramsey just overdoes it at that point, going, wow, that is so, oh, I can't believe it. Oh.
So just to be clear, your reaction is like your manner hasn't changed. So like, you know, if you were like, Susanna is not going to stand up and cheer and like throw her hat around and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But this was the most profoundly moving thing that has ever happened to you, whatever that means to you.
Sure.
I'm
Elias
seeing
and
all the
Ramsey.
different people. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
So
seeing all the
we're-
different people around, so I'm going nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those three see us go totally nuts.
No, I think Susanna goes very quiet because for her that sort of profundity is very solemn and just very pulling on herself, listening.
Jared knew he didn't like the cat empire before, but now he has a cause.
And Ronnie's been to like dozens of the evangelical crusades with her mother in her youth, and this is the first time where she's like, "Oh, I get it now." Like that's her response. Like this is the closest. Before it's like I was like, "This is bullshit. I got to skip out on a Saturday with friends to go to some church thing," and now it's like, "Oh, this is why. This is what I was waiting for."
And the man in the robe steps out again, and he motions for everyone to be quiet, and he says, "The crusade marches on, my friends. Soon we will be in Ulthuan." And then he looks down at which one of you is probably Elias is brandishing a weapon most openly.
I have just recently put in silver bullets into it, so it's a.
He looks down at you. He says, in the same quiet voice, "Friend," and he holds a hand. "Will you join me on stage?"
Oh, yes.
All right, and he'll pull you up, and then he puts an arm around you, and he says, "The child needs protectors."
We are the best protectors. We will protect the child.
We?
My companions.
Oh, I'm assuming all of the armed ones are with you?
Yes.
Ah, I see. Well, do me a favor. And he hands you a piece of paper. And he says, show this and come backstage.
Show it to who?
The person at the door.
Okay.
Thank you. And he puts you back down and he says to everyone, he says, tomorrow, make ready, for we are on the move again. And he goes back and sort of at that point, like you all get Thomas, when you went up on, now that you've been up on stage, like people are trying to like pull your clothes up. People are just like everyone's grabbing at you. They're just like, what was it like? Oh my God, you spoke to the minister. Oh,
I know him.
You know him? Oh,
we are the protectors of the child. The special gods.
The crowd goes wild. Protectors of the child. Protectors of the child. Yeah. And they like
Jared will have his shotgun up.
Yeah. Right. Like Elias is now up on the crowd's shoulders. And when Jared starts to do that, he gets put up on their shoulders. And they're just like, protectors of the child. Protectors of the child.
I have never been more proud of you.
I'm staring at Jared because Jared never sounds like this. Jared never acts like this. It's like
he has a purpose now, something he never had his whole life.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, except for serving the great race. I mean, I guess he had that purpose at one, but whatever. You know, they're old news.
I mean, one of you just sunbathed all the time. You know,
he was barely a Jared.
And so finally you get down off of the crowd and you manage to all get back together. And you have a moment before you go backstage.
I'm just gonna be like, oh God, what did I do? Please help.
What did you do?
I don't know.
What did he give you? What did he give you?
This is great.
I hand the note over because I'm like so flustered. I'm like,
Yeah.
somebody read this.
Oh yeah,
I'm
I'll
gonna
jump to it.
No,
It says backstage pass.
okay, we got a backstage pass.
I'm just gonna glance and be like, oh yeah, no, that'll get us backstage. It's like a VIP thing.
It's a pass for backstage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
The
We all
guy
wanna go?
Gave that to you?
you all want to go?
We can
He
protect the
said,
child.
yeah, we hand it
Have
to the
to
guy
go.
and then we get backstage. That's what he said.
We get to go and see the child.
Yes.
Well, I
Why are we
reckon-
standing here?
exactly. Why? I think we gotta go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta get that stick.
No, we got to protect the child.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, from the stick. The stick is
I don't
The
think this
stick.
has anything to do with a stick.
I'm pretty sure this isn't about the stick. I think it's about those crazy cat people.
no.
Yeah, they gotta
Ramsey
be
knows.
stopped. Yeah.
Ramsey knows.
Yeah.
Ramsey saw it too. The stick
Yeah.
is a danger to the child.
That remember those children who have the stick? They want to get that child.
How do you know?
What are you
that?
talking about?
Don't you remember when they were in there and they were throwing us around?
Yeah, they were throwing
Oh.
us around. Why would they do that to another kid?
Because he's not one of them.
Yeah, the only way to protect the child is to take the stick.
Yeah.
What are you talking? No,
There
the
wasn't
cats,
any
the
stick.
cats are the problem.
I think we should go back and find out
All right,
if he is offering us access when there are all these devoted followers around. I think we ought to honor that, right? That's a special thing, being like a chosen of the child.
Time
Absolutely.
talking right now is time not protecting the child.
There's somebody. We're
And
just
Jared's going to start
Yeah,
yeah.
pushing.
Okay.
Wait.
forward.
I got the pass. Let's go. Let's
Go talk to him and see how we can help.
Yeah.
All right, you get there, and there is a
I keep looking at Elias.
there's a very large, like, kind of looks like a bipedal shark. And he sees you flash him the pass, and he says, "Go on, true." And you see, so behind the stage, there is a small wagon being pulled by two kind of look like oxen. And you see a table with a map on it, and the minister, the man in the threadbare robe, is there. A guy in some sort of military uniform is there, and a cat. All three of them are like looking over this map. You don't see the child at all.
We're here to
Minister.
protect the child.
Ah, yes, the minister sees you. Welcome, friends. It's so rare that we see armed individuals here. You are all willing to serve as protectors of the child?
Absolutely.
This is wonderful news. The child has many enemies. Let me introduce you. I am the minister. This is the general, and the guy in the military uniform salutes. And this is the cat. We are the child's advisors, and we are leading this crusade to Ulthuan to throw off, to free all of the realms from the tyranny of Ulthuan.
Well, I'm just happy to help.
So what does a child need from us?
Protection. There are many, many forces in this land, both overt and covert, that do not wish this crusade to be successful. And as he says that, you hear a croaking voice say, "Sic semper tyrannis!" And around the wagon are six kind of inside out people.
Okay, I follow.
Excuse me?
Yep. Okay, right. Yep. Gotcha.
Okay.
They are armed with swords.
It's like Slim Goodbody.
Just
Yeah, like
kind
Slim
of.
Goodbody. That's right. Yeah.
And they brought knives to a gunfight? Really?
Well, you have not seen a lot of guns in the Dreamlands.
It's true.
And that's going to put us into initiatives.
Here we go.
Okay.
Was
Now
it so the minister yelled that, or someone else?
No, that was one of the Slim Goodbodies.
Who just showed up and then whispered, and then
These are
there were
actually
6 more?
These are buff Goodbodies.
Who summoned them?
Ripped good bodies.
They don't seem like they were summoned. This seems like they snuck in and now they're attacking.
And they're yelling what John Wilkes Booth yelled as he was shooting Lincoln. So
All right. I don't think anybody had a readied firearm. Actually, Elias had a readied firearm. Yeah.
and I also have quick draw and fully intend to shoot.
All right. So that'll mean Susanna and then Elias in terms of initiative will be going before anybody else.
As soon as I hear them doing that shout, just like turn, pull the gun in one fluid movement up and shoot.
Yeah. All right. That's a firearms roll.
That is a 42 out of 70, or 42 out of 72. So that is a regular success.
Right. This guy, he dodges, but his dodge is not him jumping out of the way. It's part of his body moving out of the way. And so, like,
Man.
You like shoot him in the side, but his side is not there when you shoot him. It just is like.
I am so glad I have a shotgun right now.
Do they have
Mood.
guns? Do they have guns
They have
or
No, they have swords.
Swords.
They have
okay,
swords.
swords. All right. Okay.
All right. And when you fire, you hear all hell break loose on the other side of the stage.
Yeah, I'm sure. Just like cock the gun again. Get ready for the next one.
All right, Elias.
Yeah, I'll fire.
All right.
The regular success.
All right, man.
God damn it.
So
Graham.
you fire with the rifle, and you've got like you saw what happened. You're like center mass, and this thing kind of like a hole forms in the middle of it, and the bullet just goes right through it.
Oh God, it's like that 1992 movie.
All right, that is the end of the. All right, they will go. Actually, sorry, the general pulls out a flintlock pistol, and he lights a fuse on it, and that is what he does. And then it's them. They are going to. Oh wait, sorry, the cat. The cat sort of sadly goes, if only I had a stick. And then the cat will leap at one of the guys. All right. Oh, all right. Finally, one of you gets him. And so this cat is now just like, it tried to like move its body out of the way, but the cat just starts clawing into the middle of it where it was. And so there's now like one of these figures with like part of his insides flowing the other way. And this cat is just like scraping it like it's the side of a sofa.
Go, kitty, go.
And he does not enjoy that. Buff Goodbody does not. All right. And now it's them. So that guy first, he just, without even looking, he just like takes his sword and he slices it down himself, and his body parts where the sword is coming down. So I'll make a dodge for the cat. Uh-oh.
Thanks, I hate it.
Don't like that.
The cat just gets hit by the sword full on and goes like, "Wah!" and kind of flies away. And then there's going to be one on each of you. So this is now, those of you who haven't drawn a weapon yet, you can use like a melee skill or brawl to parry. The people with guns out, you can only use dodge for defense in this case. All right, so we'll start with Susanna. You should make a dodge roll.
30 on the nose, hard success.
All right, that is better than his roll. So he like this sword slides down at you and you slide out of the way. Veronica, you can use either dodge or fight brawl or something, whichever you prefer.
I think they're both not great. They're the same. I have brothers. I'm gonna brawl, and that's gonna be yeah, that's a fumble. It's a 98.
All right. Okay.
It's been great
That's-
playing with y'all this week.
It's been fun. We were hoping to keep you for a couple more weeks, but you know.
Wow, that is double damage.
You've seen how to fight these things. Clearly, you try and go into them.
So yeah, you like this thing is just on you super quickly, and a savage slice down with a sword, and you take 7 points of damage.
Ooh, Nelly. Okay.
And make me a con roll.
Meat. My con is 70. That's what I rolled.
All right, you're good. You like see stars briefly, but you know you kind of shake it off. All right, Jared.
I'll go with the brawl.
Actually, yeah, okay. What'd you get?
Regular.
All right. I got a regular as well. So Ty goes to the defender. Wait, no, sorry. Ty goes to the attacker. What am I saying?
Ty goes to
So
the hurdy thing.
you get 6 points of damage from a sword slice.
Maker's breath.
Ramsey.
All right. Fight
Oh
roll.
man, Birds of Paradise.
Oh, I got an 07, which is a hard success.
All right, that is.
Oh no,
better.
that's what's the ultimate one, right?
All right,
The
then
lo-
you
the third-
that
yeah.
is better than his roll. All
right.
So you parry that away. Elias, you can only dodge. You know what? I'm using my bacon bit.
All right, there it
Do it.
is.
Do it.
My bacon bit. That was the only time Birds of Paradise have let me down this whole round.
Humble.
Well, it's not great, but you need to make a dodge roll still.
That's a fumble.
Wait.
Oh
That's
my
a fumble.
gosh!
Oh.
98. It's a 98.
Oh.
All right. Holy shnikes.
You
Uh,
rolled an Emma.
So I rolled 2 dice. One of them was not a Birds of Paradise. It rolled a 1. One of them was a Birds of Paradise. It rolled an 8. You take
Oh.
9 points of damage.
Oof.
Ow, ow,
Just
ow.
half of my hit points.
Don't roll non-Birds of Paradise. That's the lesson here. All right, that was 80s. So 70s is several of you. Actually, Veronica, what's your dex? I don't know your dex.
50.
50, okay. So 70s.
Down in aim
I think
territory.
70s is Jared and Ramsey, right?
Yeah.
All right.
And
Well,
Elias? Isn't Elias 70 as well?
he fired
Yeah, but I
earlier
went-
with his. He had a
Yeah.
readied weapon.
Ah, okay, yeah.
We'll start with Ramsey.
All right. Does it take me a whole action to pull out a knife? So I would probably just try to punch this thing in the head, right?
You can make a. So I'll make you an offer. You can
Yeah.
make a dex roll to get your knife out and get an attack.
Okay.
This round. If you don't make it, then you just get your knife out.
Sounds good.
All right.
35. Yes, I made it. That's
All
a
right. So
hard
yeah, you can go ahead and
success.
take a knife attack.
All right. Let's see if I can roll something like that again. Please, 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 please. And I am going for more of the neck head area.
Okay. Well, so if you want an aimed shot like
Yeah.
that would be that would be a
Okay.
you'd get a
Called
difficulty die on that.
Oh,
but
yeah,
I'd give them
no.
but I'd give them a difficulty die on their dodge as well.
Okay. Well, I got a 39. 45 is my knife. I got a 39. I think.
So that's a
I'll
regular?
just- yeah, I'll just regular.
Okay,
I'll just
I
do
got
it.
a hard
Just do it.
success for the dodge.
All right.
So again, this
Dang
guy
it.
just flows out
Yeah.
of the way.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
Damn it.
sorry,
All
part of him flows out of the way.
All right.
Jared.
I mean, my shotgun's slung, so I'm just going to bring it up. And if at all possible, because I know this is going to go through, can I
Yeah,
kind
so-
of...
If you take this turn, you won't shoot any, you can be discerned. Like if you're just going to snap fire, it's going to be luck rolls.
Well, so they came up to us.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I mean, they
But
moved towards just
they
by the
moved towards
law
you.
of...
But this is all a swirling melee. And if you're just like shotgun, blam,
Please don't make me make a luck roll,
there,
Jared. Do we need to add to the list of people who have shot me?
Mm.
Just make it in my direction. I'll be fine.
the shot.
But if
that
I
list is-
aim low, then...
Legs are important.
Legs.
Hey, no, protecting the child is what's most important.
True.
All right,
So-
yeah, take the shot. So I'm not even. Here's the thing: you are rolling this to hit to see like how much of it gets them versus how much gets other people.
It'll be fine. I do want to spend 1 luck.
You've also got inspiration.
We
Yeah,
do
but
have
inspiration.
Inspiration isn't necessarily going to make it a hard success.
Right.
No, but
no,
inspiration
no.
comes back a lot faster.
Spend the
than-
luck.
Oh,
Oh,
Spend
yes.
one for a hard. Do it.
One for a hard success, and it's a shock. I want...
all right.
people
So
afraid of-
I'm gonna give all of you are going to get an advantage die on your luck roll.
Thanks.
Oh,
Thanks.
Okay.
what's the chance? Susanna
I
makes
have-
her luck roll.
I have a 9 in my luck. So what is that? 9%?
So you ran forward to get in front of me
I hate
when
you so much.
And you will, if you fail the luck roll because of Jared's hard success, you'll only take half damage.
Okay, great. I got a 70. It's better than the 100 that I rolled on the other die.
Well, we do have inspiration. We can re-roll the luck, right?
Yeah,
at
but you have to
advantage,
reroll
you're
everything.
re-rolling at advantage. You have a chance.
I will take that
Okay.
if I'm
All right.
offered. Yeah.
Veronica, did you make it? All right. So everybody else made it. All right. So
Totally.
9%.
But Suzanne isn't point blank like the thing is, so they're going to still be different damage rolls for both
Yes,
of them because
that's why she's
I am
taking-
going to hit you. I'm sorry. I'm just that good.
I hate you. Oh, I hate you a little bit less. I rolled not 3.
well, there you go. All right.
Right.
Somehow, Jared, in a rare moment of caring about other people, manages to blast.
I mean,
all right,
people.
yeah.
Just
I'm
people.
gonna make some. What's the luck roll of a weird soulless construct assassin thing?
You mean
I
like
mean-
Jared?
I mean, why are you talking about Jared like that?
Yeah, it's
Why
Right.
aren't we talking about Jared like that? Is the
Didn't make
question.
it. Two didn't make
I've
it.
seen his soul.
Three. Okay, one
Is
made
it in
it.
a jar
so
on his desk?
2. Ooh, 2 and 2.
That I'd already finished drinking at that point, my
Right.
dear. I would have
So
spit it all over
one,
the
one of them rolls 100 and just ceases to be. Like the one in front of you, Jared, is a puddle. You just like
let me roll. Oh, okay, fine. I'll take
you rolled
it.
100.
Oh, that one, but the one in front of me, I almost thought it'd be funny if it like matrixed its whole body out of the way, and the one behind is like, what?
All right, the one in front of you rolled the ought 4 then. So
Well, no, because that luck isn't for that would be for dodging if it was doing that, not luck roll, right?
right. This is all. Oh, they don't get luck rolls. They're just getting
Oh.
dodge rolls. You hit all of
Okay.
them.
Right.
Okay.
So 3 of them, like, so everybody that didn't get shot is going to need to make a sanity roll because these things separate. As buckshot flies through the air, it goes through them. Well, 3 of them. One of them is trying to separate but never reforms and is now this like red cloud that is slowly like floating
There's
down.
a limit to how much they can separate. Pepper them.
And then 2 of them are going to take the full damage. So roll your point like damage. Everybody make a sanity roll, except Jared, who's very happy with everything. Oh, if you heard the voice of the child, you have an
Oh
advantage
my
die on the
God.
sanity roll.
We have
Oh.
advantage. We have advantage on that sanity roll because we heard the voice of the child.
Yes.
That's
I was
22 damage.
I
Ooh.
just.
Jesus Christ. And I rolled exactly the same on both dice, 14.
All right.
I was about to be very mad because if this was Delta Green, I would have been fucked, but I did pass with the advantage.
All right.
So I have news. The first news is Duke Fleek with 500 bits for
Or the child.
Susanna.
For
Oh.
the
Uh,
child.
Thank you, Gray.
And the other news is I got a 100.
Oh, that is beautiful.
You didn't
All
hear
right.
the child. This is
Susanna, maybe you should have donated
not hear
your
the child.
bits to Elias there.
All right.
I can't. He can't re-roll on a fumble.
That's
Ramsey,
true.
what did you get? Ramsey, did you make the sand roll?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. All right.
25.
Oh God. I mean, do you?
What
I
do
mean, you never trusted this kid, right?
No, I'm trying to get the stick away from the kid.
All right. These guys are onto something. You figure if you like, all you have to do is let them know that you're on their side, and they'll stop bothering you. That just
Done
makes
and
good
done.
sense. All right.
Oh, God.
Before we continue on, Tamago Tora with 500 bits to protect the child. I will not be using
shall
this.
do
I'm using this
so.
to protect the adolescent adult.
By the way, Patreons in the after show. I'm going to tell you where I'm shamelessly stealing this idea from.
I feel like I recognize it. Like it feels familiar.
I'm pretty sure I know, so I'm excited to confirm.
Terminator 2.
All right.
I mean,
I mean,
Let's go.
I mean, besides the religious trauma of multiple revivals. when I
Yeah,
was a
right?
child.
No, I am literally stealing this whole idea, like almost
Cool.
full
Sweet.
cloth. All right.
Sweet. All right. Well, okay.
So that was round one. There are only 3 of them left. After
child.
2 of them, however, are like dead bodies. One of them is just a cloud. And 3 of them are feeling pretty good about life. Let's see who. The 3 are in front of Elias, Susanna, and Veronica.
Did I get to take a turn yet in that round?
No, sorry, 50. You're right. Sorry.
Yeah, I was like, I know. I'm easy to forget because I have no combat skills.
I thought
Sorry,
the one
Jared.
in front of
Nerd.
me, the one in front of me was the one that did the epic dodge.
Yes. Oh, right. Sorry. Yeah. So there's the 3rd one is in front of you. Yeah.
Cool.
All right, Veronica.
I want to roll over. I want to get my shotgun up and at the ready. I'm going to aim at whatever looks the most formed at the moment. And as I do, I'm going to shout to the cat, I got a stick in my back pocket if you want to come grab it. And I'm gonna aim for headshot on
Giggity.
Boy, that would be quite a title for a for an episode.
Is that a stick in your pocket or are you just happy to see
This
me?
is not Swords and Sages. It's a literal stick in my back pocket.
Yeah,
Giggity.
sure.
I'm gonna work that in.
Giggity.
I'm gonna work that into Monday somehow.
Yes.
go.
Do.
Do it. Do it.
For my lack of sanity, please do.
Booyah!
We're gonna have to give Laura a sanity mechanic on Mondays. Just Laura, though.
She's gonna have a break meter that you're gonna try and chip away at.
Seriously.
So you're firing. So same thing with Nick. Like if you're gonna snap fire,
I
this
want to do
round-
an aimed shot.
Okay, so you're gonna take. So this
I'm
round.
gonna take the turn to aim.
All right. That's okay. That's great. All right. Top of the lineup, Susanna with the gun.
I'm gonna fire on the one on any of them that look
All
relatively
right. So
formed.
there's a guy right in front of you.
Cool.
So you're gonna have you're gonna have a disadvantage die shooting at someone who wants to wrestle you.
Okay. Fun. My fighting brawl is not a whole lot worse than my handgun. Would I be
You
able
could pistol
to?
whip him, sure.
Okay, I would like to pistol whip him and not take that disadvantage.
All right, do it.
Sweet. Ooh, 17 out of 67 is a hard success.
All right, that's max damage. So gun butt is a d6 plus your strength bonus.
All right, so that is d6 plus my damage bonus is 10.
All right, he did not dodge. So you just there's a weird lacking of bone, springy kind of feel when you like crunch your gun butt into his forehead, and there's like the indentation of it hangs around.
Okay. And and as I'm slamming my gun butt into his forehead, I'm howling for the child, which
Nice.
I'm
all
not
right.
going to do at volume because I wrecked my voice yesterday at the concert.
Elias, are you firing?
I'm not.
Okay, then we'll come to you at 70s. The cat here over. Nope. Nope.
Over
There's
the
been
sound
too
of
much
its agony.
over. Yeah, there's too much going on. The cat actually will crawl under the wagon, and it's just like under there, just like digging its claws into the earth, not wanting to be pulled out. All right. The general just says, "Away with you!" And there's his hand cannon just goes kablam. And white dust covers everything. And everybody should make me a dodge roll. Oh, all right. There are 3 left. That one didn't. That
Yeah,
one
I made
did.
it.
That one did. So one of them
I'm
did.
not spending
30.
luck on that.
Okay.
One.
Got a regular.
1.
How
Wow.
much?
One.
How much inspiration do we have left?
We have lots. We have lots of
Lots?
instruments.
Do
Can I
it.
get one?
Do it. Do
We
it.
have backup squeal bits.
We
'Cause
do.
I haven't-
Yeah.
Do it.
I haven't fumbled yet. So
I have a hard success on this. Let's
All
give
right. So you all managed to
there we go.
All right, so you all managed to not be covered in white powder. One of these things is very covered in it and starts to dissolve. And the other two are not touched by it. And the general, the minister is useless. All right.
I mean, yes, usually.
It's a mood.
We're back to 70s, Elias.
Well, hold on,
Oh.
because a lot of us.
Oh, Jared has a
No.
readied firearm. Sorry, Jared has a readied firearm.
Yeah.
Are you gonna fire?
Which ones are left?
There are two left, one in front of Susanna and one in front of you.
Yeah, I'll shoot the one in front of me.
Okay. So again, the shotgun is a problem. I mean, this time everybody will have an advantage.
All right.
Study.
Dodge.
Friend.
Yeah.
Ow.
Okay. Yeah. No, I read you for the child. I'll take the shot.
That was not what I was trying to
Are you
say.
sure? Is that? I mean, I guess I could spend a round, but
What I hear you
feel-
saying,
I feel like
No. You heard what you heard. Go forth.
Do it.
okay.
I will
All right.
add to my list.
for the child.
Hey, you know what? I still. And I'm
Here,
saying,
I
Ezra,
thought-
I am not going to forgive you for denying me the stab. Oh, you can spend all your luck and you want to stab her.
You wanted to stab me?
No, but I do feel left out. I will admit that.
And here I thought
one
I was
person
the
has actually
one who was
caused
going
me
to be
physical-
fist fighting this entire team.
Okay, dice on the table. Yeah, that should be.
I
Well,
hate
do we
all
want
of
to
you.
spend
I
more
need to know that.
inspiration? I'll
Would you
flip
like
a-
to inspire?
I am
You know-
not inspiring you.
Yeah.
No,
I would
because-
say
better-
inspire it so it doesn't hit me.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take that.
Nick never wants to inspire, so I say let's do it.
If you miss, you just fired into the sky.
Well, no. So in this case, it was a critical success.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, there we go.
All right, so everybody has advantage on their luck rolls, but you're gonna hit everything
I hate
with
you
a
so
critical
much.
success.
Why would I hit everything? Like, you think that would mean that I aimed?
Well, that's how you're hitting like all of the bad guys.
Nah.
And they, with the critical success, they don't get a dodge roll. So roll your damage.
Fuck me running.
And so it's a luck roll with advantage, and then if you fail it, it's a dodge roll with advantage.
Okay.
So 12.
All right.
So we have 2 bits left, and then I think we've still got 5
I think
squeal
5
bits.
squeal bits, yeah.
So,
I mean, a 12 is not a bad roll, but my luck is 9.
All right, but now you've got a dodge with advantage.
Okay, that's
May I luck roll an inspiration?
Why do it on the luck though?
inspiration
Use the
for a luck
inspiration-
roll, perhaps.
Well,
Wait,
because
you
his
do
luck
need
roll
luck?
is better than his dodge.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're the same. Luck is better.
Yeah, then do it on luck, but then for Susanna, do it on dodge.
Yes.
Okay, that is
Yep.
that is a hard success for my dodge.
All right, then you don't
Also
get
hard
blasted.
success for my dodge.
Sweet. Okay.
I made the luck roll.
And you did 12 points.
Yeah.
Okay. The two of them are
Well, the one in
Not
front of
looking-
Susanna had the dent in the head, right?
yep, he is definitely not looking great. All right, that was a readied firearm at 120. So then all the other stuff happens. Then we get to 70s. Ramsey. We'll go Ramsey, then Jared. Then Elias.
All right. So I'm looking and I see a red blob in
Yeah.
the air still.
Well, it's slowly flowing. It's slowly
Oh,
like one of those
okay. I thought,
fireworks. That's like
gotcha.
slowly, like-
Gotcha. Okay. I was trying to make sure it wasn't reforming.
I'm trying to give this a little bit of a peck and paw kind of.
Yeah, I hear you. I was going to say, I could take my mask and wave it away. But yeah, no, I don't want to get near those guys shooting at the
I mean,
at the-
somebody could check on the kid in the wagon.
that's
Although probably someone who's heard the voice of the child would be
yeah,
more
I
likely
haven't
to
heard
do
the
that.
voice of the child, but I'm gonna go. All right, I'm gonna go. Let's see. Man, what am I gonna do? Because I haven't heard the child. I'm not. There's nothing in front of me. I know. I'm gonna go hide underneath the wagon.
Gonna join
With
the cat.
You're going to join the cat.
Yes.
All
Yep.
right. The
Cat
cat
likes to
like
stick. Oh.
all right, yeah, you hide under the wagon. Elias.
I'm going to peel off away from the monstrosity in front of me, and get between it and the child. So the child is out somewhere, or
No, the child is in, you presume, in the wagon.
okay. I'm gonna, again, this is me pretending to get in between the two to protect the child.
Right. And so
Well,
you're gonna go
really, I
into the
just wanna-
wagon.
I'm freaking out and I want to get away from this thing.
Okay, yeah,
Um,
sure.
Can I
That's-
also?
that's what I did.
Well, here's the thing. If you're like, it wants to get in the wagon. So if you're going to be between it, like, you should get away from the wagon if you want to.
But I also want to pretend like I'm protecting the wagon, and as soon as it comes near me, I'll fall over.
Okay, there you go.
So it just goes right past.
Okay, yeah. That will, that'll happen. It like stumbles over you and it gets to the door of the wagon.
Yeah, just cut out the middleman and fall over.
Yeah.
already. You
I'll
don't
just
need
pretend to fall over and go like, oh God. Yeah.
And there's one. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Susanna, 4, 5. It's Veronica. So the only one that is not. And actually, the one on you, Veronica, will also. They're both heading for the wagon, so they are kind of ignoring you guys at this point.
Is one of those the one that I have my shotgun aimed at?
Yes.
Great.
And so that'll be on 100 next round because a readied firearm is plus 50 to your initiative.
Okay.
Wouldn't that have been?
Wouldn't that have been
That
the
was
beginning of
last
this
time.
round?
Yeah.
Because I
That would've
read
been
it at
this
the
round.
end of round 1.
Oh,
Yes,
sure, yeah.
gotcha.
All right, go ahead and fire.
Yeah, great. Thank you. Okay, cool. That is a hard success.
Oh, all right. I'm going to make dodge rolls for both of them because I'll say you're getting both of them because they're right there. One of them makes it, the other one doesn't. So roll your damage.
I have not done anything with
All right,
weapons
so
in the system. What
this
damage?
is not point blank because they moved away from you, so it's 2d6.
Great. That's what I needed to check.
Oh, I should check modern day shot. No, it is still the same.
Yeah, no, it's 2d6. I have the damage die for here. I just wasn't sure about range was more the
Okay.
concern. That is gonna be 8.
All right. That guy falls over. That's the guy that, had a dent in his forehead and all this stuff.
Cool.
So he is gone. All right. Back to the top, Susanna, if you're going to fire, you're first.
I'm gonna shoot at any of them that are heading for that wagon.
There is one left and it is heading for the wagon.
I'm gonna shoot that one because it's protect the child. Damn it!
Okay.
11. That is a critical success.
That is, no matter what game you're playing.
It's true.
Yeah, his dodge is not good enough. So that is double damage.
2d10 plus 2. Wow. Math 15.
All right, that he has ceased to be. So they, as soon as they hit the ground, they start to dissolve. As you're sort of coming out of it, the cat like looks at you, Ramsey, goes, "Is it safe?"
Gone.
Okay. And the cat like starts to crawl out. The general is still like packing powder back into his hand cannon. He has this huge horn and he's pouring it in. And
Victory for the child.
And the minister like crawls out from under the table and he just looks at you all. He says, this is exactly why you are so important to the child. Thank you all. And then he looks at Ramsey and he like looks at Ramsey as Ramsey's like crawling out from under the wagon, and he looks at Elias and he says, even the less skilled of you.
Ouch. I was protecting the wagon.
I'm bleeding out.
Yeah, y'all got a doctor around here, because my insides are also about to be my outsides.
Well, we brought whiskey, right?
Really?
Moonshine's not as clean.
Sister, will you allow me to offer the child's ministrations to you?
Of course, if it comes from the child.
So he walks towards you and his hands are like glowing green.
Every fiber of the player's being is very concerned, but if it comes from the child, what could go wrong?
Exactly.
He lays hands on you, and you have heard the voice of the child, so you feel warm and comforted, and like, you had a cold, but your mom let you stay home from school and made cookies and soup and let you watch whatever you want on TV, and all of your damage is healed.
Oh,
It's,
shit.
Hell.
it's dream morphine.
I
Hey.
mean, Morpheus is where the word morphine came from.
He looks at you, Thomas, and he says, will you accept the ministrations of the child?
Of course. I love the child.
All right. His hands glow green.
And shoot a glance at Ramsey before this happens, and
Yeah.
And he touches you, and nothing happens. Your wound clearly does not close. And
Lass, are you okay?
Lass.
my son, I'm sorry, this has never happened before.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. There's whiskey. Whiskey heals gunshot wounds.
Here, let me have
Son,
a look.
Have you accepted the child into your heart?
Oh.
Of course, we wouldn't be back here if we hadn't.
You did act mostly bravely in defense of the child, but I hope you will not be insulted when, and he goes to Jared and he says, I name you captain of the child's guard.
It's an honor.
Hey,
Hey, I risked all your lives killing those things.
Bloody
We noticed.
bloody patriarchal bullshit going on over here.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. We are not super advanced here in the Dreamlands. There's some like carryover that we haven't really. We're trying to start a progressive movement. It's very hard because nobody wants to talk to each other.
This is pure kill count here.
Yeah, if you include us in that kill count.
Well, then it's even higher.
Jared, I will punch you.
Does the child enjoy blood sacrifice? I just
Well,
want
I
to clear
certainly
this up
hope so.
now.
No, the child wants no bloodshed. The child wants
Right.
peace.
Okay, great. No, I just wanted to check, make sure we're all on the same
Yeah,
page
well,
here.
Can we see the child, make sure that they're okay? Because all this thing that happened out here, it must have been scary.
And he goes to the wagon and he knocks on the door. And he listens. The child is well. And then he like looks at the cat and he says, tell them the child is well. And the cat goes to the stage. And you hear the cat on the stage going like, the protectors of the child have made sure everything is fine. They bravely and valiantly fought them off. And the cat comes back and looks through the thing and says, you guys have to come out here. They won't stop until they can celebrate you.
I just realized I need green hands.
Oh, of course. Will you accept administrations of the child?
Need
Oh.
green hands.
Yeah, I just like was caught up in the moment. Didn't
Yeah.
realize.
Yeah.
So excited now. Big old gash.
Yeah, of course.
Another
And he
poncho ruined.
he lays his hands on you, and for a brief moment, you feel like you are the only Jared in the universe, and your wounds are 100% healed.
Oh, honey.
Wow.
No.
And like the minister looks at Elias.
We
The
should
cat's
probably-
bleeding too, right? Did he take care of the
He's-
cat?
Oh yeah,
he's
he'll go-
not. He's not human, and she's not from our time.
We should probably go and reassure the followers.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cat's like, God.
Yeah.
And
Someone should stay with the child.
I can stay. I'm really not good with people.
Mm. Yeah. Wait.
And
Just-
maybe
I could stay.
it's better if I don't go out there because I'm clearly injured.
No. The cat's like, no, this will look great. You got, we got some blood going here. It'll give him the danger angle. This will
It's all
look
about
great.
the look of the thing.
All right, let's go.
Yeah,
Elias,
yep.
let's go.
Okay.
I'll go with you.
Elias.
I'll go with you. I'll go with
Somebody
you.
help me out there.
Yeah, I'll go.
All right,
I'm
got
gonna play it up.
Yeah, I got him.
you step out and just tens of thousands of people just start screaming in like euphoria as you come out. And
This is what we need.
We gotta start a boy band.
We need like 2 more boys in order to do that.
Maybe it's a band. Maybe it's just a band.
The
I'm the
band.
bad boy. Oh, that's Wuya.
You're not wrong. And that's
Wait, no,
the
sorry.
trouble
I'm the
with-
evil boy.
Yeah. Bad boy. I don't know if that's the right terminology.
I mean, honestly, with the weird, disparate versions of humanity and eras, we're basically the village people right now. So we're
There we
okay.
go. There we go. I'm the tough guy.
Although Shaman is sadly gone. He will fit right in.
We'll bring
Oh.
him back. It's fine.
So yeah, you step out into this adulation.
Yeah, Ramsey.
Elias is dripping blood everywhere.
Every once in a while, I'm just like, oh wait, no, I got sword hits.
Yep.
I hit
Yep.
with a
You
sword.
got sliced pretty well.
That's not good.
Oh, we got to pack you with like a handkerchief and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, some,
whiskey and a handkerchief. I'll
There
be
you go.
fine.
There you go.
as you come back, who stayed? Veronica,
stayed.
you stayed.
Yeah.
The minister says to you, I'm concerned that your brother was not healed by the ministrations of the child.
I mean, that's never happened before?
Never. Believers are always healed.
Well, that is concerning. Perhaps, in moments of crisis, we can all find ourselves doubting what we truly believe. I'm sure he'll come around. I don't know him particularly well, but I get the impression that all these folks have been through quite a lot. Maybe
Sister,
he's,
you heard the voice of the child.
of course.
There
we
was
all
no
heard.
there was no doubt. There was no hesitation. You knew as soon as you heard the voice of the child. Why is that not the same for your brother?
Again, I don't know him particularly well, but I get the impression that they, all of the folks that I came here with, have a lot of a rich history of experiences, and I think perhaps it is harder for them to find their way to belief than the rest of our brothers and sisters here.
And yet the rest of them seem utterly enthusiastic. They seem to know the love and the peace that is the way of the child.
Veronica's going to reach into her pocket and pull out her deck of tarot cards and like just kind of mindlessly still engage in the conversation, shuffle them, and then pull one off the top and look at it.
It's the child.
Oh yeah, her eyes get real big for a second. Perhaps we should have some words with him when he comes back. I don't know why he would not.
The protectors of the child must be beyond reproach.
I mean, he did help protect the child, though. You saw him put himself between.
Did he?
And Veronica blue screens for a minute as she replays the fight in her brain and tries to like go, did he help? Let me talk to him and maybe I can find out what's going on in his head. Maybe he just needs a little time. Maybe he just needs the grace of the child to speak to him again.
The child is very tired.
No, I understand. I would not want to tax the child. I mean, tomorrow or the next time he is able, we're going to be here to protect him regardless. So
That is very comforting. Thank you, sister. And at this point, you guys come back in and you see the minister and Veronica talking. And when you come back in, the minister looks up and he says, oh, my friends, we have a tent for you to stay in. And tomorrow we will continue our journey.
Onwards with the child.
You don't expect more attacks in the middle of the night, do you?
Well, we should set watches.
I mean,
Yeah.
how did they get through this time? Has this happened before?
It has happened. Ulthuan has launched a couple of assaults. The Shadow King has launched an assault. But this is the first time the Clay people have.
Clay people.
My hut is supposed to be hidden from the sight of the cat people. Maybe we could bring that here or take the child to there and provide better security in that way.
How is your hut concealed?
We were granted a boon from the Shadow King.
You have consorted with the Shadow King?
Consort is a very strong word. That's not really how that went down.
This is tremendously disconcerting. The Shadow King wants nothing but the downfall of the child.
Well, but now that we're here, how is he ever going to get his hands on him?
Apparently by giving you gifts.
But without his gifts, how would we ever have heard the voice of the child? We are here to protect him now against all comers.
Sister, I believe you. I feel the truth of those words in your heart. And if you believe that using the gifts of the Shadow King will help the child, then I trust you.
Got to use their tools against him now and again.
Exactly.
If we're using them.
The child says, do not consort with monsters lest you become a monster. The child is the way of love and peace.
But sometimes you got to protect love and peace by using the tools against them. You got to the strong have to protect the innocent.
At this point,
I think we should be careful about letting the child near that hut.
How better to protect him than to use the powers of the Shadow King against him?
But we don't know if the Shadow King could be linked to the hut. If the Shadow King can get in the hut and the boy's in there.
Well, based on this morning, everything could get into my hut, so I don't know that it's any more or less safe than anywhere else.
Well,
at the very least, it'll be protected from the envoys of the Cat Kingdom,
and it moves a hell of a lot faster.
Well, we don't want the boy to.
The child must remain with the crusade.
So, well, that can come along too.
There's Shadow King. There are cat people, the Ultron. There's the Clay people. Who else is here that is after the child?
Well, I mean, all the nations of the Dreamlands wish to harness the child for their bidding.
And how many nations is that?
Principally, there are 5, although Ulthuan has conquered one. So the Shadow King and his court, the Clay people, Ulthuan, and now they have made the Chochos their servitor race. And then
glance sideways over at Jared.
And then Ling, the Plateau of Ling.
And what kind of people are the Plateau of Ling? I don't think we've run across them.
The worst sort.
That ain't saying much in this area.
They are bestial tribesmen, cannibals.
Oof.
When
I think one of you was standing next to one of them out there. He points to Elias.
the rhinoceros or person?
Yes, the
Hippo?
large fellow.
Okay, yes. Are the followers, they are the army, yes?
We
Or how-
not like
how will
the-
you-
They are the family.
How will you defeat the Altheron?
By sharing the voice of the child.
You see, this is why he's the captain.
Right.
He understands.
Is there a stick anywhere around here?
In her back pocket.
Veronica reaches into her
Well,
back pocket and holds up the one.
The
The cat goes back under the wagon when you pull out a stick.
yeah.
Oh, sorry. Did you want this? I don't actually know how to use it. I didn't get a chance to learn before.
You would give me a stick? This is an awesome weapon of my people.
I mean, if you will use it in defense of the child, I will absolutely give you the stick. Can you teach me how to use it?
Possibly.
Possibly.
Awesome.
Those thumbs really get in the way.
I can work on that. You know, just kind of tuck them in.
It's also very hard without claws.
Oh, I got fake nails in the Winnebago.
I don't know what any of that means.
It's kind of like a claws. Maybe we could talk about it at some point.
Of course.
Here.
Of course. And you give it to him and he looks. And you've never seen a cat with a furrowed brow before. And then he says, I swore when I heard the voice of the child that I would not take up a weapon again. But for the defense of the child, I will join the protectors.
For the child.
For the child.
We're glad to have you along, Cat.
Now this is a good kitty.
The best kitty.
The general will actually now, he'll say, well, if we're all done with the hugs and the hand jobs, let me show you on the map what's actually happening.
Oh, there are hand jobs as an option? I missed that part. Show me on the
God
map.
damn it.
Show me on the map where.
Where the
And
hand jobs are.
he will, so he shows you like this map that makes no sense. It's not like, it's like a map that kind of spirals.
5D chess.
That
But
sounds
he's
familiar.
MC Escher painting. You're like,
Right,
"Ah."
yeah. But he's basically showing you like, so our major problem is that the crusade travels so slowly and we can't, it lives off the land. So we're basically ruining everything we move through. So nobody wants us to go through their territory. But we're trying to make our way to Ulthuan, because if we can put the child in front of the emperor, then the child's grace to all.
We had a strike
Very
team with
small.
some tigers.
I don't think we got them tigers anymore.
Yeah.
So we're weeks from Ulthuan at our current speed. I've been trying to convince the minister that, a small group with the child could possibly be more effective, but he doesn't believe that the child can be away from the crusade for that long.
Well, and I was just thinking much the same, that a small group possibly moving in our hut will move significantly faster. And then we can then the land isn't being destroyed along the way, which I can't imagine the child's happy with the land being ruined.
The last time the cats were in the hut, they were able to take it. They took control of it. We have no
Right.
guarantees that
But they
along
can't
the way,
see it now. They can't see it now.
They can't get to it, so
And,
it's as
and if we put
defensible
a
a position as any.
if we put a light source in it, the Shadow King can't get in either. So then it'll be protected from everyone.
What was that powder you used to take down those the clay people? We could just sprinkle some of that over it. That's a third layer of protection.
The general says, diatomaceous earth dries them right out.
Ah, yeah, my mama used to use that for gardening.
The minister will say, I hope that this is not disrespectful when I say that releasing the child to those that I'm not sure have taken the child's full grace is not something that I am comfortable with.
it is true. If we do this sort of plan, we're jeopardizing the child. If we just take our time, it's a sure thing. Is it really worth risking the child?
But it'll destroy everything between here and there. And this is a lot faster and, in fact, surer. Because, I mean, you can't tell me the Emperor doesn't see this mass of thousands and thousands of people coming and might not be able to prepare against it.
If
Quick
if you are
remove.
if you're concerned about my faith, I do not need to be a part of it. I can protect from here as best I can.
We're not concerned with military actions against the crusade. Once they hear the child's voice, they throw down their weapons and they join us. There are hundreds of miles behind us of a road that has been beaten out of the swords of those that thought they would stop our crusade.
And you have also stripped the land of its valuable resources.
It's true, the crusade. The crusade is a desperate measure.
You said that the child is life and hope. I can't imagine that the child is happy with all of the desperate measures that are needing to be taken in his name. If we're able to do a quick strike force and I mean, we five, maybe minus Elias if you're not sure of him, if we're able to surround him at all times and keep him safe, I can tell you that I would die for the child.
I believe you, sister.
And if we can put him in front of the Emperor, we can get this over with. We can lay low the oppressors.
Question. As he explains about the hundreds of miles that they have covered, despite my unwavering loyalty to the child, have I heard anything about this from anyone who's come to me before? Do I know anything of this?
I think I mentioned that people want you kept getting people asking you how they could find the child.
Okay, great. I just wanted to confirm that I was connecting those dots. Great.
I have heard the child's voice.
Have you?
I have.
Have you understood his words?
I have.
I see. Would you die for the child?
If I die in this world, do I die in my world? I do not know the answer to that, but I'm willing to give it a try.
Does the answer to that matter?
We're trying to save our world, just as the child is trying to save this world.
We can bring the child to your world as well.
You can.
Possibly, if your world requires saving. Once we save the Dreamlands.
In that case, we should expedite the child's movements as much as possible. There are
Well,
many worlds that need saving and need to
we-
hear the voice of the child.
Yeah, I mean, we might want to, not to sound selfish, bring him to our world sooner rather than later. He would have less enemies there.
And the enemies on that world are in the forest.
Well, and also less aware, because most of the people in our world aren't aware of all of the less than natural things that happen. Here, it seems like everyone's aware of all of it.
I mean, even if they became aware, we could move him between the worlds as threats waxed and waned.
Do you know how to move between worlds?
Well, you were saying that you could bring him to our world. I would assume that would mean that you might know.
Or he might know. Does not the child know all?
Mm.
The child is not a wizard.
I would hope not. That would be sacrilegious.
There's nothing overtly. The child loves everyone equally. Believers, and he looks at Jared. Non-believers, he looks at Elias. Those who aren't sure, he looks at Ramsey. The child is hope. The child is not power.
Is the child a battery of power?
I don't like to throw around the term sacrilege, but that might be some light apostasy.
How?
That needs to be a quote.
Yes.
Yeah, you need to
Yes.
write that one down, Ezra.
Your power comes from the child?
Yes.
So you take your power from the child?
I take nothing from the child. I am given my power by the child.
Elias, doesn't someone's love for you fill you with power?
He thinks about Renee.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Some anxiousness, some trepidation, a night in jail.
Yeah.
All
sounds
should,
like-
all should tremble in the
like
face of the Lord.
Mm.
I've seen angels before. Whew.
Well, let us consider. Let the council consider your suggestion. And let us see this hut of yours.
Of course, you want me to get it and bring it here, or do you want to come to it? You're gonna have to wade through the whole group. It's on the far
It's-
side.
It's probably not a good idea for any of us to go out there. Actually, you are now beloved as the protectors of the child. You will be swamped.
Is there any way that we
Could
can
we
call
call
it
it?
here?
Yeah.
And he looks at the cat
No,
And he
kitty,
says-
no.
and he says, you know the old language. And the cat nods. And he says something in that language that you can't understand. And then he looks at Veronica and his brow furrows again, and he says, I don't see this hut. Where is it?
Told you, it's shielded from the cat folk. Look, could you?
Which makes it all the more powerful when we're approaching the land of the cat folk.
The cat says, let me tonight teach you the call.
Of course.
All right. Come with me, and the cat will like lead you off and teach you some weird words and like really get into your inflection of them and that sort of thing.
Come with me.
Duolingo cat speak edition. No, it's not. It's.
No. You
Yeah,
gotta learn
yeah.
chicken.
Oh,
That-
stars.
I think on that linguistic note, we're going to end tonight.
Are you not entertained?
We are the most entertaining.
We're something.
Oh man. So I didn't even have anything written down for tonight, and with such wonderful, crazy directions that I'm very happy about it. Our quotes for tonight: "There goes our money and our ride." You're not a big tea guy, are you? I don't think we are here. You ever try fighting the wind, sir? I didn't make myself, which I like a lot.
Yeah.
These cats sound like they mean business. I am not submitting to these cat overlords. How much of this has been real? Which I think is a strong.
Yeah.
one.
Oof.
I hate the fact that I'm about to ask this. What happened on Elm Street? Probably the best title is For the Child, but I don't know. It's Dream Morphine, and that might be some light apostasy.
I like that one. I like it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
So YouTube, let us know what you think. What is your quote from this one? I totally forgot to mention it, but still, you have the chance if you donate blood, because blood is critically needed nationwide. There are just incredible shortages for blood. So if you donate blood and let me know about it, I will draw one of those people and I will send you a set of Birds of Paradise of your choice.
Blood for the blood god.
There you go. Please don't pick Cardinal. Get yourself some Saguaros. All it'll take is a pint or two. And please donate blood. It's super important. I am asking you to do it because I can't. I passed out the last time every time I've done it. So yeah, give blood. Don't forget, we have all sorts of shows this week. Monday, it's Swords and Sages. Tuesday, it's Don't Call Them the Chaos Agents. Wednesday, it's the Redacted Reports. And then Saturday, we are back here playing Call of Cthulhu. Thank you so much tonight for your bits, your likes, your subscribes. I'm supposed to mention that Amy has been a 26-month subscriber. 25 of those months she's been here, so that's exciting.
Amazing.
And I think that covers most of the bases. Goodbye, internet friends. Oh, Thomas has to switch computers.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
2 different computers, lots of stuff. Okay. We're going to raid somebody. So
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
hit them with
Stick around.
emotes before you leave.